Good evening, folks. I'm Tassinix, and welcome to Week 3 of Season 36, 3 vs. 3 Grand Arena for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. My opponent tonight is Mini Goda Brainiac, the loyal friend. Little aside here, real quick, folks. It is an unusual week. We are starting this week from number 5. So it's been a long time since we've been up in the top 5. Probably 4-5 months, something like that. It has been a minute. So it's good to be back. Hey, Balor. Good to see you. All right. So yeah, Goda Brainiac is one of the fixtures of the top 5, top 10 here in Ray's Anatomy. Over 1 million lifetime points. He was a sweat back in the day. 11.82 million. He's a big boy. Not too many that are larger. Also, as is pretty pretty common in this neck of the woods, my man went really hard on Datacrons. Ooh, it's gonna be a good one. All right, let's go ahead and make ready with the compare. Let's get this on the screen. Pop this up. Turn off the camera. All right, and now we're back in the mix. Okay, so number 5 to number 3. 11.7 to 11.8. Top 80, 2.91 to 2.91. Wow, we're extraordinarily well matched in that respect. Zeta's 268 to his 271. Nice. Omicron's Dead Nuts 36. How about that? Top 80 average speed. My 147 to his 156. So, it's one of these guys. A rare duck outspeeding me, but they're out there. All right. So, as far as mod analysis goes, it's grim. Plus 25s. My 108 to his 157. 20 to 24s. My 222 to his 256. Plus 20s. My 330 to his 413. 15 to 19s. 338 to his 490. Plus 15s. 668 to 903. Just oof. Looks like I've got some better percent offense mods. He's very specialized in the speed, but boy, does he have the speed. All right, relics. Actually, remarkably close. 1603 to 1656. I mean, when you're up in 4 digits of relics, I guess a few dozen doesn't seem like so much. Relic 9s, my 31 to his 27. Relic 8s, my 54 to his 69. Relic 7s, 102 to 103. Very close there. All right, Datacrons. This is where all pretense of any closeness between us, falls away. All right, my total rerolls, 106 to his real casual 520. All right, level 9's my 19 to his 34. Just happens. Level 6 to 8, my 7 to his 4. And 3 to 5's my 10 to his 5. So yeah, another one of those guys that, if he's putting effort into a crown and at all, looks like he's taking it up to 9 for the most part. All right, GLs. Feel free to take a screen grab if you care. I won't really go over them in detail here. And then same with key characters. That is a wicked fast DR, 187. That is fabulous. Monstrous. Fabulous. All right. And no advantages to be had on ships. Okay. All right. Back on over to this one. All right. So, as far as attack times go, looks like he's European. So he'll go in his morning time. So in the middle of the night for me, I guess. All right. Mods, yeah. This is what it represents. This is a graphical representation of being outgunned. Okay, champion of the fighting pits, blah, blah, blah. What do we got? Okay. Man, all 3 Omicrons on Afra. Very interesting. Okay, defensive pattern for the last 2 weeks here. So, Iden, Jabba, Tuskens, Gas, Sortie, DR, Ray, Swolo, Maul, Qui-Gon, Dash, Malgus, Grand Inquisitor, Phasma, CLS, Radis. So, yeah, generally not more than just these 2 GLs on D. I would not be surprised if he's put something very different at work, but I'm open to the possibility of being wrong there. We have to be so careful tonight. I don't even know how this is going to work, to be honest. If he has what I think he has in the back, we do probably have a problem. Well, we'll try to figure it out, man. All right. Bottom front. So odds are we would see Jabba, Gas, DR, Grand Inquisitor, Malgus Starkiller. He does like his Malgus Starkiller, so that's fair. All right, offense. So here's a much more conclusive trend. Yeah, so we see Hux Afro Traya. So JKR, JKL, alright, JML, JMK, Lord Vader, Starkiller, Slacker. There's what we were looking for. And there's C as well. So C is sometimes on defense. He does flex that. That's fair. Now, I will say, I don't know if you notice it on the defense tab, but our man always keeps double meta for offense. So nowhere to be seen here on the defense tab. Kunkstar! Hey, man, here for 22 months, man. Closing in on 2 years. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the support. Your continued support. So what we can see here is that there's not a lot of solid green bars. There's a lot of contested bars. So there's drops. There's mess. It's suggestive of being willing to set a very demanding defense. All right. Let's get ready. Move back on over to the main scene. Okay. Let's get me back on. All right. Go to Brainiac. And all right, let's talk about defense, guys. Top side. We have RJT and Bros with some crit damage on that level 5 Kron. Gas Rex 5s, protection and crit damage, some health steal, little potency. CLS Chupio C3PO, crit damage, health, tenacity, stuff like that. Radis Jin K2, defense mostly. Just trying to have these guys stick around, some health, right? The idea is just be bulking, be beasting, see what happens. And then, of course, Malgus, SAS, and BSF. All right. Now, you know, I usually like to explain the thinking behind what I'm trying to do here. If my opponent's already cleared, we're not going to have that, so sorry, guys, no detail today. All right, bottom front, Ray Swolo IPD. I've seen this used against a few people. Go to Brainiac's, one of the people that's had some experience fighting against it. It's pretty demanding because with this IPD Kron here, if you go after other people, they will be revived when he dies, unless you use like a permakill Datacron or something like that. And then when he dies, survivors get healed up, 100% turn meter, and plus 100% offense, which is pretty bad. Pretty bad. GG and TW today, man. It was quite the nail biter. Good luck with your gag. Hey, Zeta. Yes, hi, Zeta. Yes, good. Very good game. Very good game. Very well played. So, nothing else to say. Very well played. On program. What's going on, Emo? Okay, so now we've got Savage, Sit, and Talon. I've typically had this riding the back line, but we've made a shift here for reasons. All right, C, Malak, and 000. 000 is finally at a serviceable level. I would like him just a bit better if I did have the Omicron on, but I am really delighted with how his mods came out, because that's an offense primary arrow, believe that or not. He's 317, strong potency, blah, 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 blah. 11,000 damage, almost 11,100 damage at Relic 7, and I am going to take him to 8, so he's going to be pushing up on like 11, 6, 7, something like that. Nasty protocol droid. All right. Next, we have straight lifted from Fatal. Shamelessly done as well, because it was really effective as a defense. I loved it conceptually. I knew I wanted to use it. I didn't know if I wanted to do it on defense necessarily, but for this opponent, for this round, it felt like the right thing, and here we have it up front. Afra, BT1, and L3. So we'll see if it works well for us. And then last but not least, Jabba, Kersantin, and Boushh. Okay, so enough about the fun times. Let's start getting into the mess. Qui-Gon, JKA Cam up top for the opponent, followed by Phasma, OG Kylo, and then Crew. Kylo Ren unmasked. Iden, Storm, and Shore, with what you will not be surprised to find is an unbelievable crap ton of tenacity. All in service to impeding Wampa. I see Wampa's beat it anyway, though. His specific team is still getting beaten by Wampas. I'll probably want to double check that match history and see what kind of insane potency of Kron might have been involved. but I should probably do that. But that was a very specific effort, right? This is something he tried for. And then I guess the health and armor he was okay with, or it just wasn't worth re-rolling to try and even have even higher tenacity. All right, Sortie, C-3PO, and Chewpio. Never seen this. Let's have a look here. So an ineffective level 3. 6 is when droid allies deal damage to an enemy and no other enemy is ability blocked, inflict ability block for 1 turn on the enemy. So that can be a pain. 75% added crit damage, 45% added offense. This is a monster. These people must not be allowed to take turns. Like, holy shit. Alright, what are you set up with? Tell me, talk to me about your primaries. Okay, your speed. Okay, it's health, it's health, it's health. Okay, I guess people really aren't running crit avoidance on her anymore. I guess crit avoidance is old hat. You would think that, I guess speed makes sense if you had strong, like, health primary to complement, further, even what you're trying to do. Or you would think maybe just a very fast health primary. I don't know. But this is nasty setup. What are we looking at here? 243% crit damage is not a game. 8,200 physical offense. And 87% crit chance. Hey, Sweens, what's going on? Hey, man, we're getting into it, man. We're going up against somebody, like, literally 5 times my reroll count. Just, like, absolute madness. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I enjoy these matches. You do win sometimes, and if you don't win, you learn a lot. We'll say that's how we'll put it euphemistically. Last but not least, up top for the opponent, EP MaraJ Darth Vader. I'm not going to claim that I invented this last week, but I did independently come up with the idea that if my Darth Vader was the weakest of the 3, setting this down with a 20% Datacron is pretty nasty, right? Because it's going to be Darth Vader crush into Merciless into and then you're all dead. This is the first time I'm having a taste of my own medicine here, I think. Or maybe the second. But I still know how I'm going to handle it either way. When I do set this team, I like it better on the back. You have less reason to suspect it. I'm missing some interactions here from the chat. Yeah, we had some follows here toward the end of the stream that I missed. Snack Attack 1138 last stream, Shu, Michael, Babs, and then Les Real Mustaches. Follow me just this minute. Thank you kindly. Alright. Down to bottom. Okay. Playtime is over. Alright, Gas Rex 5s. 327% offense. Or sorry, defense. Okay, we'll take a look at what that actually means in terms of armor. And then almost 17% added health, which I guess makes it a little weaker to expose team mechanics. But here, show me what's up with your boy. What are we looking at? I'm guessing, before we guess it, I'm going to say something like 82% armor. Guessing. All right, 84.6. It's even worse. Fabulous. Fabulous. This guy's on an offense and health set with just a casual 80 pushing 85% armor. It's good. It's good. It's good. Hey, Real. How's GAT going? Well, you're just showing up at the start, man. So I'm just sizing up the threat. I've already thought about how I wanted to go after this stuff, and I'll tell you about it here in a minute, folks. But let's finish covering the wall. So after gas, we have C, Talon, and Savage. You've got turn meter gain on 3, inactive level 6, 125% tenacity, and almost 42% added health. So meant to be, utmostly resistant to Wampa. So he's put a lot of effort into blocking out Wampa Omicron. That's fair. I mean, he's really put his money where his mouth is. Like 2 Datacrons, very specifically built to shut out that kind of thing, which is fair. I mean, it's, you don't want to set it up front and then have it get Wampa'd out of the cheap. So that's fair. All right, followed by Malgus, Starkiller, and GK. He does like setting this one. So 45% defense, 53% offense, and tank revive on 3. Very interesting. Very interesting. Check 5's defense. You got it. You got it, Jersey. We can all have... Oh, my God. Okay. All right. 88? 88? I'm going to say 88. 88% armor. He's a bigger boy. 91? You are kidding me, man. That is the super dirt. That is the super dirt. That is the old dirt McGirt. That is the dirty bastard right there. Himself, in the flesh. My God. Datacrons are hilarious. Okay, alright. DRBSF Malak, we're getting back into more normal territory here. But remember, this is a 20% turn meter level 3, 9% added health, 33% offense, 54% crit damage, and that's a 361 DR. Now, whatever. I mean, 361 is mostly wasted in a situation where you're doing this 20%. You could probably be safely ahead about just about anything you're trying to shut out with that kind of speed at like 310 in this Datacron, something like that. 310, 320. What even kills that? A couple things come to mind. One, forcing Rex bashing Rex and forcing 5s to sacrifice. Or two, true damage. And then you have Jabba, Chrysanthemum, Boushh of his own, with turn meter on 3, retribution on 6, and the hired muscle dispel punish on 9. 124% tenacity and 45% health. That is a nasty bit of business. I wonder what that... Yeah. I wonder why such an emphasis on the tenacity there. Okay, guys. I am thinking for fun, I am going to start putting out a predict poll because... let's start a prediction. That's what that is. Let's see. Where do we want to draw the line for number of drops today? How do we want to decide that? Do we want to say 4 or less, 5 or more, something like that? How you guys feel about that? We'll let you guys get some channel points for placing your wager at my expense. Over under 5? Yeah. So 4. Yeah. Okay. How many drops will Tass have? 4 or less, 5 or more. Take the over, says Jeffsky. I believe you. I believe you, sir. All right. We'll give that here 2 minutes for you guys to do that. Confirm prediction. Confirm the outcome. Start a prediction. Okay, that's fine. I've never started one, so I guess I had this pop up that it's like, oh, here's how it works. Okay. Good luck, guys. You have 2 minutes to say how terrible. You got destroyed by him last week? Man, this is... You and I have matched up a few times now, Jessica. I do think you have the over on me right now. But you and I have fought a few times. I've never fought Goda, I believe. Or if I have, it's so vanishingly distant that I have no memory. So it's always more challenging going against a new opponent you have no history with. Red Eye 74, thank you very kindly for the follow. You have faith in the big man, in the Mad Hatter. All right. You're going all in on the under. Oh, man. I hope I don't disappoint. Okay, well, let's go ahead and not shoot ourselves in the foot. We are going to restart BlueStacks here. And we're going to strategically stall into this prediction ending. Oh, man. Who else had a crazy round here? At least this season. If you've been watching me this season, it's been something. It's been something. Hopefully I cash in here, unlike how H-Bones me. Yeah, I think it's pretty fun to have this predict, so that's why I'm going with it. We'll see what you guys get. Please, don't let me forget it. This is my first time doing a predict. I know I have to probably click something at the end to make that pay out. Don't let me forget. Or I'll get you on the flip side, you know. We'll figure it out. We'll make it right. We'll get you square. Okay, so here's the game plan. Against Gas Rex 5s, I'm thinking Maul, Candy, Bow. They're kitted properly for this to work with the Datacron, so I think we got something there. Against Sith Eternal, I'm thinking Lord Vader. It's going to be a weird one, but I think it's the way to go. All right, so this Malgus Starkiller, I ain't afraid of no ghost. I think this is going to end up getting Hondoed in some form or fashion. The question is, do I dare do him the way his past opponents have done him, where they do like crazy jank shit, like Old Ben, Hondo, and what was it? Who was it? It was GBA, so that brute eats the leap from Malgus. And 51 banners, but pretty damn cheap, and we're consuming both Malgus and Starkiller from our opponent in one team. Very much worth 51 banners. So I'm thinking about it. It's either I go with this cheap Hondo option and take the experiment, or it would be like Dash Vandor Hondo. Something like that. Alright, then you got DRBSF Malak. Okay, so last week I tried Grand Inquisitor against this, and it went south. It went south for reasons related to me doing dum-dums. Like, for example, on GI's first turn, not doing torture on DR, or just doing torture in general. What was so important, really, was not using his first special. Because, fear goes out, but you don't get feared. But then BSF does do fear, and then the debuffs come out, and then you have staggers getting popped by shock, and then everybody's shocked, and then Seven Sisters like, I would love to put protection and foresight, everybody, but... So, yeah, don't do dum-dums like me, and if you're going to attempt to do Inquisitors like I am going to do tonight, don't do middle first on Grand Inquisitor. That was our takeaway from last week. Alright, and then last but not least, his own Jabba, Boushh Chrysanthemum. Alright, let's see. Oh man, I missed a couple lines from you guys. Your Gear 12 Omicron Wampa almost lost to Relic 1 Boba. And the one with the white skin super sniper and Relic 2 Bossk. Damn, man. Yeah, you got to bulk up that Wampa. She's amazing. If you've already sunk the Omicron, she's so worth your time to put some stuff into. Oh, that was you, Jeffsky? You super janked him with the old Ben, man? I'm kind of feeling it. I have no idea what he really has for me in that back wall. It's basically, when I say I have no idea, it would either be Rey or JMK or both. That's what I'm thinking. JMK is something he hasn't done, which is why I try to expect the unexpected. Because every time I have one of these raid boss matches, people know that I scout the pattern, people buck their pattern. So, not trying to get caught out. For that reason, it would be super slick for me to be able to do that old Ben Hondo thing, because it'd be great to save Dash for who knows what. It's scary. You had to eat a Star Killer. Ult and Hondo just beasted. You had to eat Star Killer. Yeah, you did. That's right. And then Hondo just beasted. Dude, that is legit. And by not having a team of all Sith Empire, there's a lot of survivability left on the table from Malgus. So it does make him more vulnerable. I was thinking about it, like, how did he do that? How do you have enough damage? Because I'm used to doing, when you do Dash Vandor Hondo against Malgus and 2 Sith Empire, you feel like you need that extra damage from being able to call Dash to assist and whatnot. You feel like you need that to actually get through Malgus. I could see Malgus falling over a lot more easily this way, though. All right, we're going to try a riff on something we've already done a couple times. for reasons, I would like to use armor here. No, we can't do that. It has to be Watt first. Yes. Okay, Watt first. We grab armor. Whew! Okay, so, how's this gonna work? We're probably not going to get 3 stacks of Beskar. The possibility exists. We don't have a tank. But we're going to take the money and run. So if we only have 2 stacks on Armor's first turn, we're doing it. You'll sink gear into Wampa after Afra or C. All fine choices. I can't say that any of those are not worth your time, you know? She was one more turn away from killing your Wampa, and you got scared, but you had your AoE for the prod up. This is the way, my friend. Do I not have a Hux available? I do have Hux available, but why is that relevant? I'll hear you out on this one, Ranzeles. Hey, Aldo, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for the good luck. Slacker Hux in a tank can tank this. Can take this. So, I respect that. I really, really do. Yes. I personally think Faust is... Well, first of all, my Faust is Relic 8. If he were Relic 9, like my crew, okay. Maybe. Also, you know, Faust is considerably more vulnerable to grenades than crew. But let me put it to you this way. Crew is not... Crew is otherwise employed. I have a different plan for crew. Watt makes it so that we are not put at a time disadvantage when we have blind. And armor, I really don't see myself needing elsewhere. Now, you can make the case that that's probably the same for Faust. So, like, who do I want to use? Faust or armor? Well, I would put it to you this way. Last week, I used armor exactly... once? Maybe once? You know? Hux is valuable here because he shuts down the TM gain. Yeah. The TM gain. So, if all allies are first order at the start of battle, enemies can't gain bonus turn meter while Hux has advantage. So, here's the one thing I don't like. If I were to use Hux here, I have made effective use of Hux FOTP and Fox. Because, like you've seen, I set, like, Maul, Something, and Red Trooper a lot here this season. And, yeah, that's kind of where my Red Troopers ended up. So, to give value to FOTP, having a Hux lead with Fox has been the ticket. And anyway, like I said, I don't want to take the risk. I just don't want to take the risk. So, and I saw that this has like a 95% win rate. I haven't done it before. My strategy does not require... I want to say does not require either of these. There's always an opportunity to regret later. Yeah, exactly. I've made good use of Hux in a couple spots, so I'd like to keep the option open. Yeah, I kind of plan to be able to spare them for this, Ranzeles. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate the caution. Let me check on the predict. What did you guys predict on me? 67% 4 or less. Well, thank you kindly, folks. I take that as a vote of confidence. I really do. All right. Into the mouth of the abyss. That's right, Hondo. That's right. You have to live, you know? Alright, here we go. We gon' die. Here, let's get that sound on. Okay. Tank out. Up, up. Doink. Okay. Yeah? What you gonna do about it? Okay, so we don't get to do cool stuff, it looks like. We can put this out for giggles and laughs. Instinct says take the money and run. I'd love to be greedy, but God, have I been punished in the past. And they ain't gonna get me like that today. No, sir. Not this guy. I say that as she's just, you know, devouring my face. It's okay. I'm enjoying the show just as much as anybody. Jesus. You guys are allowed to let me take turns. You know that, right? Like, strictly speaking. Goodbye. Get doinked. Yeah. So, it looks like we might have been able to survive, but is that a risk you'd like to take? That little red sliver of health that we just made it with? I don't know, man. It is an annoying animation. It takes a while. Alright, I see you. So no taunt, yeah? How are you? Oh, you've looked better. I'm being honest. Doink. Old boy's getting charged up. Ooh, ah! Yeah, that heal actually sucks. Okay, how are we feeling about this, guys? You want to do the bop bop? I think we want to do the bop bop. The bop bop was right. We're also going to take the stab before we get into the ultimate here. Yeah, let's go. Goodbye. Let's get him. So yeah, perhaps expensive, but we did this not long ago to take out Lord Vader's, right? This same trio to take out Lord Vader's, so it's not that ridiculous of a notion. Ooh. Man, see? Great to have that tank tech right about there. I'll say that. You guys are absolutely kidding me. How is this asshole still alive? Okay, that's fine. I appreciate how extra you are with all that. Calm down. Calm down. Boink. Oh, wow. Jeffsky, what a very generous thing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jeffsky kindly just sent me a short clip on his attempt of doing that Hondo thing. Hold on. Is this confidential, or do you have an issue with me putting it up for the good people out there, or how you feel about it, man? I ain't gonna put it on out there if you ain't cool with it. All right. Appreciate you. All right, go for it. All right, we'll get it up there. All right, let me mark this down on. Let me mark the win on my spreadsheet before I forget. Y'all know I'm bad about that. Slacker Watt Arm, 50 banners. But for the grace of God. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this here video. Move it on over here. Turn on scene, desktop. Okay, camera off so we're not in the way. And away we go. Okay, nice lucky dodge there, you son of a bitch. You kidnap him? Yeah? Okay. I mean, it's not a lucky dodge. You did have old Ben lead. You're just a craft. You are lucky, but not 2% lucky. Okay, so that was just a basic? Yeah. Okay. Probably dispel here. Yep. And then you're trying to be in position for the kidnap. Okay. Kidnap. Yep. Yep, you'll have him, thank you. Okay. Doink. Jesus. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Doink. Yeah. Yeah, the Hondo Kron is doing God's work. There's no way you could fantasize about doing this without the Kron, so it would be Dash Hondo for sure without the Kron. But it's pretty slick, yeah. Dodge, dodge. Alright, he's a man apart. Okay, so, you know, phase 1 of the fight is surviving until this part, and then phase 2, do we have the goods? Alright, incoming shipping and receiving department. Wow. Untouched. Unconquered. Unvanquished. Really? Alright. I feel you. Yeah, I mean, he is the real damage. He has abilities that can't be evaded. I can see why you're doing it. Feels like a timeout risk. Doink. It was like 150k, I think. Just real casual like. Okay. I think that was... Oh, that was just third. Okay, so it's kidnap again. Yeah. Yep, there's a nice big chunk of damage done. Third, yeah. I wonder why you chose that. Why did you not kidnap Starkiller again? You've been doing that on time. You're just trying to force basics. I mean, I would understand. Well, okay, you're just trying to force basics then. That has to be it. By forcing basics, you can't have Starkiller hit you with shit that can't be evaded. Now, why did Starkiller go down so hard there? Okay, wow, you're just hitting so absurdly hard. I don't know, man. What was the Kron involved? What's on your Hondo Kron stat-wise? I'd be interested. I'd be interested to know. This is ridiculous. There isn't one GL in the game that could solo that team. It is pretty ridiculous. And again, you know, I'm extraordinarily tempted to use it because it would be very slick to have dash. Very slick to have dash. All right, let's go ahead and do this. I don't know how bad this is going to be, guys. We have to hope that I have taken some lessons learned and am not going to overwhelmingly screw myself. That is the hope. That is the prayer. Wait a second. Wait a second. Ho-ho. Wait. Ho-ho. Man, did we almost step in it. It isn't Inquisitors that we're doing here. It's Maul Mandos. That's right. Maul Candy Bow. I'm a professional. I knew what I was doing the whole time. Candorous. Okay, so this is my Candy Kron. When you leave, you ain't coming back. 20% turn meter on 3. And then the Candy 9. Which should be good fun. Lots of added offense, health, blah, 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 blah. It was a thing of beauty and disgust. It really is, yeah. I saw it in his history, and I was like, Perhaps I can employ this. So, yeah, Jeffsky, I don't know if you're still there, but I'd be still very interested to know what the stats were on your Kron. I mean, it makes no difference. If I'm doing this, I only have the one Hondo Kron available, but I guess it would inform me about how probable it is. If you had, like, an overwhelming amount of, like, offense or something on there, and I don't, then maybe Dash Hondo is in order. I don't know. Because you finished with plenty of time, and I guess you could have gone on for some time yet. I don't know. I am so tempted. But the price of failure, just too much. I don't know. All right, so here we go. So remember, this has an obscene amount of defense, and one of the ways around it is true damage, and Maul does true damage on push. Oh, you popped it over to me? Hey, man, thank you. It's pretty serious, guys. 24.5% health, 13.5% offense. And, you know, while we're all in the neighborhood together, 85.73% crit damage. As one does. All right, into the mouth of the abyss. You won't do Hondo versus Malgus SK, no balls. The do it or you're weak argument. That's a classic grade school angle. Okay, I see you. Okay. All right, boyos. Grand slam time. Get to step 2, 3. And 2, 3. And 2, 3, 4. Boom, boom. A boom. Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka. Fabulous. Fabulous. Protection up, just trivializing the whole gas thing, just trying to hatchet chop us. The triple tap thing's kind of annoying, but I guess it's what we got the prod up for. Well, basic. Yeah, we didn't get what we were looking for there with 2 hits, but oof. All right, we're getting into like the blood price zone. This is the portion of the show where we will now, on our next, now we got to just do 1, 2, 3. There it is, 55. Very worth it. Super smooth. Enabled by the Crown. We're getting close to Judgment Day here about how we want to deal with Malgus, but we'll kick the can just a little longer here because now it's time for Lord Vader to do the do. All right, so we want Thrawn just so that we can fracture Savage and then go after Talon. I'd like Talon nice and neatly out of the way. We won't actually have the offensive chops to take out Savage till much later in the fight. We are going to, get linked and get worked down by Link. But the upside of that is once he's transformed, he can't restore shield. So, nice. I need one of the prod ups. I got a prod up reserved for this. This is the one. Lots of health, steal, health, and protection. So it's just pure beef. Just riding on that. Lord Vader himself, still modded for business, so, 11,000 offense, unmodified by any added offense. Dumb question, but Wampa doesn't work. So Wampa has a couple dependencies. You have to ramp harder than whatever you're fighting is ramping. And 2, you have a pretty big dependency on your dots. You need your dots to land. And it also helps when Daze gets them. Now, this could be technically Wampa. Now, let's think about that. I mean, if you technically tried to, I think your problem is risk of timeout. Like, you have... First of all, you're not landing Daze ever. Healing immunity's probably not happening. And I think your dots... I know that there's something about them that's not resistible. Hold on a sec. Which can't be evaded or resisted, so whenever I'm damaged by an attack. So this would stack up regardless. But the thing that... The last time I tried to take on a Sea Sauvage, and I don't even think Talon was there, so let's put that extra 20% health and offense off the table. But I think against a Sea Sauvage, just the... So it's 160% offense and health steal that eventually Sauvage gets ramped up to, and 10% of that value the entire time as it's ramping is getting shared to other Sith allies. So that's going on C. And so I think it was Sea Sauvage Dooku, I think I tried this on and got boo-booed. Healing immunity won't stick on Sauvage. That's the biggest. There it is. I wasn't even thinking about it from that angle. But if you cannot land that, and you don't have a ton of added potency built into Wampa. So yeah, good call there. Good call there, Ranzelius. Yeah, Wampa timeout can be bad. With the dot datacron, yeah, it isn't. Yeah, that isn't. That's the issue. It isn't about survival, I guess, so much. It's actually about having the offense to get through. So anyway, we're going to try this. We do have the stacking protection to work with Lord Vader, so we'll see if that helps our guys a bit. But we got to move. And dance. Okay. Side tunes down and out of the game. Yellow. Okay. Hi. Well, since you're in the neighborhood, let's not waste time. Okay. Yep. Still can't get at our primary target, so we're just straight chilling. There's our target. It's not very nice. Turn meter swap seems legit here. Shortest way to the road. Sure, let's go ahead and get this. Why the hell not? Okay. Almost a minute in. We need time on our side. Okay, who you relinking? Okay, you just relinking him to relink him. I respect your position on that matter. Okay. Unresistible stuffs. Back under stealth with you. We just need to get to our first ultimate before we're really doing anything that matters. Yeah, there we go. What's up? Okay. It's all very mean-spirited. Let's have that. Let's have that. Come on now. This isn't the one. But I guess it has to be the one, so it's fine. Doink. Okay. I see what you're up to, Transformers. We're gonna do this one, because I want to be able to Grand Crush here. Yeah. Alright, well, we don't get to use either of our side dudes to charge off of, but now we can just put this on auto. And yeah, it looks like we're going to end up having the offense as the fight progresses to cut through him, so it's just the timeout risk now. Can you use the two? I mean, I liked Thrawn because the idea would be to control Savage and maybe take out, Talon a little earlier. Not for the sake of survival, just for sake of kill order. But it is what it is. It's fine. We'll get where we're trying to go. I believe in us. It's a good size hit, but probably not enough yet. Phew, he is a bigger boy. It's true, yeah, we're not dealing with Savage counters early in the match. A very fair point. Yeah, man, I don't know. The not being able to land healing immunity is going to be detrimental. I'll say that. Can we do it? Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, waiting for a fight to time out. I've had better, I've had worse. To be clear, it'd be very, very bad, though, if he does live. Yeah, see, that's the problem. The being able to heal up, like, after I hit him very hard, because we're already at 60 stacks. We're as mean hitting as we're going to hit. That's my concern now. But we had no reason to expect he would set this, so... It really is, I think, the best option. It's a damn shame, because he is holding out just fine. If I had to do it all over again... Wow. Yeah. It's not gonna do it, guys. Yeah, that's it. That's apex damage, and it's just, it ain't it. It ain't it. I believed in you, man. I believed. And you let me down. You led me astray. I was just devastated. That's gonna be a hard nut to crack, I'll tell you what. Yeah, we got nothing to do with that, man. 2, 1. We can be deceived, and we can't. Lord Vader doesn't ignore taunt. At least I hope I'm not that bad. I mean, we got Talon, so we'll write that down. 1+. So if I had to do it all over again, probably some more damage was warranted to counteract the effect of all that health. You know, I thought Lord Vader was enough, and it was almost enough. It was almost. He got down to red with our biggest hits, but red don't pay the bills. Dead pays the bills. Comment. 1 drop. Killed Talon easily, but large health pool on Sav meant he could take fully stacked LV hits and survive long enough to health steal back. So, alright. Now, how are we going to do you? Alright, so he's going to have Link first thing. It might be worth trying to pull that and then doing something else to take out Savage, but we'll approach that a little later. I think now, since we're already heading into something of the weeds, we could give this thing a try. I wonder what kind of cron I've got situated here. Scoundrel. And, Geonosian. So, GBA is gonna die a lot quicker than maybe yours did. Minor concern. 30% crit damage, some protection, some offense. So I think it's a far cry off of what you had. But, I don't know. Can't target C when Sith are alive. Well, it's you can't target C when you have deceived. And, you wouldn't be able, if we think about it, we'd be able to cut through his protection, but because of the tenacity, we'd never be able to apply healing immunity, which means that C would just be able to keep capping himself off the same way that Savage did, and certainly Savage is a more fragile target than C, so I'd like to think. Yeah. Yeah. That's very kind of you, Sweens. Crossing every appendage of mine that can be crossed for this to work, but I have faith in that leather-skinned shit-grinning smirk. Alright, fair enough. Let's really see how awesome Hondo is. Doink. Okay, this one. Alright, now he just waited for this to fall off and then did a kidnap, so we'll just basic here. Step on up, don't be shy, my friend. Very good, very good. Oh, that was nice, you even lived there. Well, okay, that was more or less expected. You're more or less here to get doinked now, so I'll have you do stuff. Actually, you weren't here to get doinked. You were here for a higher purpose. But now we will kidnap. Dispel is fine. I'll roll in the neighborhood. That hurts. It does. It does. I won't BS you. Okay, taunt is removed. Yes. That's fine. Ability block is welcome. Okay, we're probably going to lose you. That was my dum-dum. I don't think he used taunt ever in the fight, but it seemed like protecting him early on before he died. Oh, no, we do lose Old Ben eventually anyway. So, I don't need to worry about that. I don't want to hit Retribution. Okay, that's legit. Alright. So far, this is all kind of looking familiar. We do this one, I think. Okay, you do stuff now. You get kidnapped. Okay. This is so dirt. This is extremely dirt. It's disgusting. I love it. And that's a decent hit right there. We're just brooting this out, ain't we? Get him. And doubt ain't shit to me. Apparently. Oh my god. Yeah, alright. Yeah, wow. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. It ain't all the everywhere that we want to be, but it's a lot of somewhere. Alright, lock down, get down with... Oh, shit. That was probably a chance... we don't really get blinded, so I guess that's all right. Oh, well, yeah, the foresight wasn't perfect. So yeah, he did prioritize. Oh, see, yeah, we didn't want that. It's probably not good. Okay. It'd be great if you drop your taunt, bud, and stop like hit trading with this guy. Okay, so far so good. Yeah. Come on now. Come on now. Get him. You get that son bitch. We're getting closer. Yep, the end times. The end times. Ooh. Ooga chaka. Ooga chaka. Alright, that's the one. And then the 2 is coming soon to theaters near you. We got a minute and a half to win this. Let's do the control here. Okay. Still just basic, I think, because we want to save the lockdown for you, boy. Probably. A minute to win it? Can we do it? We'll find out. Okay, looking good. Dirt him. That is so filth. That is filth. Ah. 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 My God. DJ, how's it going? Yeah, man, you know what? We're having a good time. We did have a drop that Lord Vader thing. Didn't work out the way we had wanted it to, the way I'd wanted it to. But yeah, man. We did pull off something on the cheap that feels disgusting. Old Ben lead Hondo GBA just took out Malgus Starkiller. Malgus Starkiller GK. The concentration of Malgus and Starkiller was just basically beaten by Hondo and 2 warm bodies. That is hysterical. Wow. Alright. We'll figure out a way through C. It's just at what god-awful price. Alright, time for Inquisitors. Here we go. 7S, 9S. Alright. 2 lukewarm bodies. And a Kron. It's true. It's true. It's true, Duckstep. We cannot understate the significance of the Datacron. Absolutely cannot. And I would not have you think that I was sleeping on the Kron. Okay, so we observed last stream, or not last stream, but 2 streams ago, that middle on from Seventh Sister does push back the turn meter on DR. From a strict reading of DR's unique, this shouldn't be possible, because it says that Sith Empire allies who are debuffed cannot have their turn meter reduced. And at the start of battle, the Sith Empire will all have Purge. So it would seem that either it's a bug, or for... Well, I mean, it seems like it's just a bug, but it would seem like for the purposes of that kind of check, Purge doesn't count as a debuff, but why would that be the case? I don't know. Anyway, here we go. No, I'm going to do 9th. Wizard was saying 5B is better than 9S. No, I'm doing it like this, my man. All right, so watch and pay attention very carefully to DR. Oh! Witchcraft. Okay, so my guess is we want to do this and keep the faith. We do this now. Wow, that is just brute. Okay. Alright, you guys go kill her now. Ooh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, alright, well, do be like that. Yeah, it also is like that as well. Okay. It's a good thing I guess we can't get feared. It sure would be great to eventually... Yeah, there we go. Get a turn. Yeah, we probably would like to take the taunt off, if nothing else. We want to keep after BSF, if at all possible, where possible. Yeah, fear ain't a thing to me. Bring on the 7th. You can't get foresight, but Lord Almighty, can you get protection? And do we need it? Wow, she is still doing strong BSF, man. This is dirt. This is not good. It's actually not bad. Ooh, death mark zone. Dun, dun, dun. Withdraw. Alright. This means that you have to probably Jedi this. Let me check the comp real quick that I want to use. We would want to be minimal here. But that's 2 now, TJ. So, 0 plus. So, I was thinking that early in the fight, on Seventh Sister's second turn, it might have been an error to have used the heal to top off GI, because after we got whittled down there for a while, it was a long time before we had the chance to use it again. But really, that didn't seem to matter so much, because remember, we did heal up GI. We used GI's Dispel properly, first of all. And even so, they still looped us and got around to landing all the debuffs again, such that Ninth Sister wasn't really able to regain Taunt. So, yeah. One drop. Let's see here. They loop us too hard, and even though we stabilize with heal/dispel, they were quickly able to reapply shock and get to GI without taunt protecting him. I think that's probably the way I want to write that up. Hey, MJ, what's going on, man? Malak didn't get pushed, but that's because ferocity. Yeah, I know they don't count purge, but who's to say that that shouldn't be a bug? It is a debuff, you know? You know? I don't know what's up with that. But it is an attribute of the fight. Alright, what do we got here? So, JML Grandmaster Jolee is 98%. I think we'll run that. Seems reasonably inexpensive aside from JML himself. We just want to push the cooldowns back here on Bastila, and it's just about control, control, control. 40% cron engaged. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go, man. I wonder what kind of stuff's in the back, man. It's probably going to be nuts. Or he cheesed me. Who knows? Who's to say? Okay, so yeah, none of these guys can be meaningfully ability blocked. You're already set back. Set you back again. That's fine. No reason to let you be able to do stuff in my book. Sure, call you. As you can actually be called. Yes, so that does suck, but that is the way of things. Now, you have shock. Yeah, let's go ahead and spread this out here real quick. Big AoE, big boom. Okay, I see you. Boink. Oh yeah, that's right, we can't call assist, but we can give the stacks. Now this will cause fear, but that's okay. Yeah, you still need to be getting this. That's fine. Yeah. Let's just base... no, we really don't want to do that. I don't know, man. I do want to charge up the ultimate. Hey, now none of that. Damn it. We'll push out your turn meter. Well, we could slap, but then you might get feared again. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, that's a good one. Okay. Boink. Okay. All's well that ends well. Yes, slap. Do we drop shock? No, we do not drop shock. It's fine. And go. Doink. 33. Alright. I'm gonna undo that. This was JML. Alright, 0 plus 33. Okay. Thanks. I don't know if it feels like textbook, but alright. Alright, so we're 2 drops. I got 2 more drops to stay within the prediction. Okay. So how do we want to do this guy? C-Sav, cleanup-wise. So what's going to be good at cleaning this up? Anything that can chip him down would be welcome. If we use Jedi, we're giving C a quick path to charge, unless we do a cooldown pull first. Padme would have a pretty interesting interaction here. Padme, Ahsoka, Mace could be very damaging, I think. I wonder if there's any match history to support this theory. Show me. C, Savage, and Set. Okay. So C, Savage, all these things. Okay. So Wampa win rates are pretty poor throughout. That makes sense. C, Lord Vader. Okay, Slacker. That's interesting. And I hope he gets jammed up good then. Yeah, see, somebody tried to Padme. Yeah, but well, we're not talking about apples to apples there. If somebody tried to like Padme Gideon, C, Sav, and Sidious, that makes sense why it wouldn't work. But that's different than 2-shotting it or 3-shotting it. What I do know is we're not taking in Wampa next. If we're doing Wampa at all, it would be as a final character. And then we're relying on pure ramp, right? Pure ramp. It would not be based on trying to land any debuffs at all. So how do we ensure this? First thing is to send in a pull. This is going to count against me, though, for you guys. That's true. This is going to count against me. If I do this pull this way, we do drop another 10 bandage. I mean, if I try to do something with Padme, there's no way in hell I think that's going to be able to work against C, right? Without doing a pull? I don't know about it, man. Padme, Ahsoka, and Gideon. No. Padme, Mace. We want Mace. Mace is really important to protect Padme. We could have Ahsoka there as well. Gideon wouldn't be needed there. Gideon would be helpful, though. That would be the trick to actually knocking his country ass out, man. How are we going to do that? Padme, Gideon, Mace might work. What if that works? What about Padme, Gideon, Mace? We would have the enormous basic right off the rip. We would be linked. That's really the rub, is the link. And we wouldn't want to also use Wampa here, because we're going to need Wampa somewhere. Trey. If we use Sith Trio here, as you suggest, Sweens, previously I have Sith Trio assigned to dealing with his Iden. It's not the only way to kill Iden, but it is probably one of the best. My guess is, yeah, with all that tenacity, we would roll counter potency, and then things might still get dicey. I don't know. We could try and do Bad Batch against Iden to enable using Sith Trio, but we're already in a cleanup situation, and Trio is a clean team. Like, if I were to do Padme and then this somehow worked, that'd be hilarious, right? But the trick would be, I really think we'd have to send in a burner. Because if they're immediately linked, the fight's going to be so short, right? So if I send in just 3 boo-boos, right? Probably not the 3 absolute weakest, but like 1, 2, 3 like this. Something like this. What does that mean? It's like... if we send in just 2, they might just do double basic. So I think 3 ensures the link, and then I guess Savage would just kill him quick. We'd have some time. These guys don't even have mods on, so I think it would be really quick. All right, so I think we have to CD pull here and then attempt something else, because we don't want them to have link. Yeah, there's no way we'd be able... So we'd have to do it with a third. But if we do it a third... Let's think about this. We would expect Padme, Mace, Gideon to not kill Sith Eternal. If you're not going to kill Sith Eternal, period, why would we send you in again? I could use Padme elsewhere. Maybe we do a cooldown pull, then we do Sith Trio. Because then when he does get relink, it'll be much, much longer before he can charge back up on us again. And if we do have to fight him again solo at that point, I don't know. We might be making a real problem for ourselves. All right, the way to solve this is first, do we have the discretion to use Traya here? And the answer is, how do we get through Iden? Yeah, no, that's fair, Sweens. It's a very fair idea. So 126% tenacity. So if I did Bad Batch, and I took my all-time potency crown, 122% potency. And it was like 128% tenacity, and then Bad Batch team is rife with potency besides. Tech has a ton of potency. I think we might have something that we could use here. Let's think about what happens. How does this fight actually play? And can we actually do this? Let's check the match history on it. Iden. Wampa is still doing it for 81%. That's right. Wasn't somebody doing this against his? I have to check. Somebody did Wampa with what? Massive amounts of crit damage. That's what it was. Okay. If that's the case, we can make an adjustment. We can make an audible. I'm looking to see if there's any Traya leads in the history. I mean, there wouldn't be versus C, right? I mean, this isn't the type of scenario you would expect to see in the logs, yeah. Alright, well... do we bring Scion? Is it Traya, Nihilus, Sith Marauder? No. No. But it is cooldown pull, I feel. Your Wampa failed on that, Iden. What kind of crit damage did you bring in for that? Constant crit immunity. Yeah? I can see that, man. That's a good point. So you read that in the history too, and you tried it, and it didn't pan out. The fight went 4 minutes and 32 seconds, so it was a long one, even for him. It's true. So got to be so careful right now, guys. I apologize for the stall, but you know how it is out here. 86% win rate with Bad Batch. 88% win rate. 2% less than Sith Trio. That's a gamble that I would take. So, do we try to 3-shot this thing? Do we try to 2-shot? See. We know he has Link, so why buy into that? We're gonna just... Alright. We've already resolved that this is the one we have to eat shit on, so let's go ahead and pay the blood price. I don't want to deal with Link straight out the gate if we're gonna attempt this. So, here we go. 1 and a 2. Oh, and it doesn't matter, you're all warm bodies, but in the interest of having the fight be as humanly short as possible... I'll take this. I'll keep Lobot just in case I need another super weak burner for something. Alright, let's have it. High tenacity. Just trade taunts. I don't think he linked there, actually. I don't think he linked. We gotta try and pull it again. It's okay now. After you've already dropped twice on it, it doesn't really matter if you keep throwing things at it. I mean, obviously I'm not trying to do this all day, but yeah. Let's do this again. Because I really need to see the link. Yeah, he did the big hit. Right, yeah. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Do it. The advantage here being then that he will have the link on cooldown. Well, he'll have the health restore up in a second, but that's whatever. Bonk, and what do you even do, bro? Oh, it'd be hot if you removed turn meter. Well, you didn't, and I still love you, and it's cool. We're all friends now. Okay, so trio it is. Do we actually bring Scion here? Or is it like, do we bring Sith Marauder? Because he would hit pretty damn hard. We don't have really attacks out of turn. You have, I guess, the Mass Assist call, but we're not worried about that, right? We could do Nihilus lead here, couldn't we? I don't think that we're especially looking for that. Let's think about this. Let's try this for a second. Let's think about this for a moment. Crit damage would be ideal. 15% turn meter is good stuff. Potency, this is all good stuff. Leadership providing us 60% added offense and 100% health steal. It is the only thing that heals us, but That's okay. So hold on. Yeah. Healing effects that aren't health steal, and we can't score critical hits. There's the big difference. So now I know that Darth Traya affords us crit damage. Right? 40% critical damage. So there it is. We don't want to use Nihilus lead when we're already wanting to do critical strikes. We'll benefit from the added potency, I guess. Is it Sith Marauder or perhaps Dooku? Dooku basic might be pretty hot. The potency is delicious from that end. There might be more merit to that. Can't really stun anybody. He could hide himself, but to what end? Sith Marauder would just... They're not really doing debuffs. Their enemies are gaining buffs. For each buff on all characters, so you gain that. For each debuff on all characters, there aren't a ton of debuffs here, so I don't think there's a lot to gain in using him here over Dooku. Maybe Dooku. Sent you a DM with the Wampa DC you tried, and the actual team I beat with it after failing several times. Yeah, I think I saw you do that. Yeah, and that was, so that was each time you had pulled out, so on a fourth try, like a fresh attempt, you did bounty hunters it. Okay. What do you guys think of this one? This is maybe our best hope to get through right now. I don't really see what Scion would do for us. He'll just die, you know? Scion doesn't do anything here that's cool. Nihilus gets that annihilate off quick as well. You do got yourself a point there. What is it about that? It's falls below 90% for the first time, their cooldowns are reset. That's probably a really compelling reason to do this. So it would be pretty difficult for Nihilus to otherwise get below, right? Nihilus is going to get hit. It might take a while. We could game the system by using Nihilus Lead, but then we're losing out all this crit damage from Traya. The health is legit, though. Like, if we did just the health, then we wouldn't give Palpatine any protection. Or we wouldn't give Sith Eternal any protection. Crit damage, max health, and offense, but yeah. Stacking offense. The cooldowns are reset. I don't know, man. It feels like we exploit more this way. All right. Nihilus Lead neuters the opportunity to do big hits on C. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm worried about. All right, I'm thinking this is the way to go. Healing immunity, we don't have any tenacity down. We do have a crap ton of potency, though, right? We would have 173 versus 241. Maybe this isn't the droid we're looking for in this respect. Jesus Christ. Maybe it really is just Sith Marauder then. And we'll have to just see how it goes. All right, guys. Boom. Okay. Hi. Hi. Can I interest you in the word of our Lord and Savior? Hi. Okay, so this is one of those we're going to be here for a while things. Reducing the max health on Savage is pretty cool. Getting linked is really quite less cool. While linked, we cannot critical strike, so that's always a treat. Which means, of course, that you can critical strike. That was brawny. You also landed debuffs because of the 10 down. That's right. Ooh, almost got him straight out the gate. Kicked the shit out of this young man. Ooh, 90% and everything. Look at you. Ooh, almost. Almost, but almost don't pay the bills, boys. Okay. In the meantime, yeah, I guess so. Okay. Dance. Yeah, this won't matter, but... Oh, that's right. You also can't be critically struck, so... Got that going for you, which is neat. Probably this. Yeah, that feels better. This feels worse. That feels worse. Okay. Well, one more turn to do the dirt, old boys. Do you even do this here? Or do you do the basic? This probably won't even get him to where he's trying to go, and then he's gone anyway. Might as well do basic. Yeah, that's... Well, I'll tell you what. We really did give it the old college try. And now, I guess, something else for Solo C? Alright, so we tried to clean that up. The intention there was to get them both at the same time. Didn't work that way. So, Traya, Scion... No, it was Traya, Nihilus, SM. Okay. Okay. Wampa? Then we'll just go it from here? We would want something real brawny, crit damage wise. 53%, 18%. These are kind of whack, guys. The 15%, the potency is kind of whatever. The crit damage, the health steal's kind of nice. The crit damage is the strongest I got, so it'll have to do. It will have to do. Yeah. Alright, well, C worked well on defense for him. I have to hope I'm going to have a similarly strong performance on defense. Otherwise, we're going to have ourselves a hell of a time. Alright, here's hoping we get through, and we'll see just how screwed we are in the back. Well, hello there. Alright, y'all have at it now. Y'all fight nice. It's going to be a long 5 minutes. I got you for 5 minutes. Yeah, macho. We got a slap coming up. There it is. All right. Just want to keep our slaps up as we do the rest of the dirt. Yep. Eat them dots, young man. You eat them up. Eat the poo-poo. Yeah, sea salve, man. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I respect it. It is the Wampa way to respect strength. You don't backhand people in the next week with weakness, you know? Get him. You get him now. Get that son bitch. Okay, through the gate. You two can 5-shot one team. So here, let's figure that out. I'm gonna I am manage rewards quests. Where do we? I don't know what that is. Prediction. Choose outcome. It was 5 or more. I'll be a man of my word. We spent definitely strategic drops are still drops. Drops we choose are still drops. I'm gonna count that against me. That seems fair. I think it's the least I could do. 5 or more, complete prediction. So, thank you to those of you who had faith in me. The 2/3 of the audience that had my back. I'm sorry. Very sorry I let you down. Very sorry. All right, moving on. Back wall. How screwed am I? It is Rey. Oof. Yeah, that is something right there, friends. Okay. So, things are going to be a little trickier now. I have to figure out that one. I think I have an idea for that. I'll have to actually look up Tuskens. It's been so long since I did something to Tuskens that wasn't... it wasn't Wampa. Oh, for real, Troopers does it. Oh, you know what? I mean, it makes sense in the sense that you would have, like... It's only one attempt? Hold on. Who's the leader? It's right? Okay. Yeah, you two dicks. Alright. Okay. So it's another, like, split for Bad Batch or Bounty Hunters from here. Okay. So, yeah. Tuskens, Bad Batch, or Bossk, Greef, Mando. Okay. Rey. Rey Swolo RJT, that's gonna... Rey Swolo IPD is gonna have to be some kind of project. I don't know about that one. I really don't. I don't know that we've got anything that does that now, because we used our JML. I have my doubts. There might be a way to take on pieces. We'd have to see. We'd have to have Rey below half. What kind of health steal are we dealing with? There's no health steal. It's just pure defense. Pure defense. There might be a way to gain that. How? Yeah. Okay. Instant defeat immunity includes snipe, so there wouldn't be like a bounty hunter way to do that, right? But the instant defeat immunity would fall off after one turn, right? All allies gain instant defeat, and he can't be defeated while Rey is above 50% health. But that means that he can't be taken below 0 health. I think he could still be sniped. There might be some type of Bossk, Greef, Mando angle here to take that on. All right, Sweens, you got to take off. Take care, man. Hey, appreciate the love, sheepdog. I really do. All right. Maul Bam Candy. I think I had something for this. Maul Bam Candy. I think JKR would work just fine. Imperial Troopers has a somewhat of a success rate. Interesting. Very interesting. JKR still works. Bam Han Chewie works very strongly. That is probably the way we're going to go. Maul, Candy, Bam, and then it's what? It's just Bam Han Chewie. Okay, I think we can do that. That seems like a reasonable commit. Dash. Now we have to think about how we deal with this dash. We have dash, which is neat. What do you got cooking here? Revive. Okay. Talk to me. How are we handling this? Dash Vandor L3, huh? Kron? 132% crit damage. God damn. Maybe a ton of armor then. And maybe we can Padme that. It's possible. It is. Okay. Okay. Dash L3 Vandor. Dash L3 Vandor. Maybe Padme. Who was it? Padme, Ahsoka, GK. GK. That would be for the crit immunity, which would be very, very important. I don't think we can do without. No. No, that might be a solution. JKR, JKL, Jolee is good. Okay, there's probably a JKR thing there then for that. JKR, JKL, Bastila maybe? Alright, and then Tuskens we already covered. Who was it? GG. Oh yeah, man. GG, Droidica, Magna. What is good, my dude? I've fought one of your kind. Yeah, bonus turn, tons of offense and crit damage, 20%. So yeah, Droidica's having a ball. That's funny, you see. If he's gonna roll the ball, then Bad Batch is probably the best answer here. We would want to be able to intercede on that. Which means that Tuskens, potentially we can do Tuskens with Dash or with Troopers. We have Troopers assigned already. Dash is going to be super, super important somewhere. What was I planning on doing to Iden? It wasn't going to be Wampa. It was going to be something else. I think it might have been that Bossk, Greef, Mando thing. See, yeah. So topside might be pretty risky. Alright, let's go ahead and do the fights we know we have to do then. And work it out from there. Scoundrels, let's go ahead and do Nute, Jango, B1. It's actually Separatists that we want. So, Nute, Jango, B1. Offense is nice. Bonus. Scoundrels going under 100% health is nice. When they use basic, getting all this stuff is nice. Dark side tank is a waste here. So this actually serves us pretty well. We'll do it. Alright, away we go. bitter, you're bitter. Okay, all very good things. Okay. And then you would die right after this. Yeah, now we got real trouble. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Gotta do this. Because he has to die on time. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and you're dazed, so no good deed there. Basic. Doink. Okay, so we got that going for us. 55. Alright. I think that Kron was disadvantageous in the way that it changed the turn order. Alright. EP MaraJ, huh? So you get 20%. Alright, so I was originally thinking about doing some gas thing. Now, that Maul Candy Bam, yeah, there ain't a lot of ways around that, so I don't know. I ain't know about that. Man, if we could space jam him up front, that would be super cool. I hope we can. We'd have to be pretty lucky, though. Alright, so if JKR is consumed, we would have Imperial Troopers. Our 20%, what are we dealing with here? 295? Oh, I don't think that's going to work out for me. Okay, so Darth Vader, I mean, he strictly cannot be permitted to go. That's what's up. How do we forbid this? No, that won't work. Yes, Hux could work. Hux could work. Hux kills the turn meter. Ah, see, we saved Hux for just such an occasion. Where you at, Panda Lad? No, wrong one. Crit damage again, I think. It's the way we go today. We'll save that for Fennec. That has the occasional use elsewhere. This, we've already used the people that would otherwise make good use of. It's a 50% health cron, though. 50% health I can't see myself just throwing away. There's something else I might use that could exploit that. Normally that cron is set with Rey, but because we have Rey, Swolo, IPD ourselves down, I'm thinking that's probably a bigger problem than this cron. Okay, well, you're not going to inflict damage over time, but neither is anyone else that we're worried about at this point, so I don't think you need to sweat the 3. The 50% health sucks to waste. This is actually much better. This 15% turn meter here is a big deal. We can definitely make use of that. So, there's some element of risk here. I won't bullshit you. Because we have to kill Vader outright. And if it don't work, it's going to not work famously. 35% health increased as well. So, that is a big boy. Alright, I'm thinking we can risk it. Because we have a higher calling, and whatever. We're already over the drop count, so it is what it is. Hux, Fox, and FOTP. And we do this to cut off the turn meter, and away we go. Hi. Man, is that guy fast. Holy shit. Up, up. Doink. Hey now. Oof. 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 Doink. I'm telling you. I told you Renzo this. What did I tell you? All that budget put into that team, and then just skadoosh. 54. Alright. Iden, Chupio, C3, or Sortie. Alright, let's think about Sortie teams generally. Just Sortie. And think about what counters that. C3PO, Chupio, there's no reason why, if we threw them in, Bad Batch couldn't counter that, right? Bad Batch is 81%. Ah! We might have found stable employment for Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon JK Cam's 100% on this. That might be our ticket. If Bad Batch is needed elsewhere, it depends. Bad Batch was going to be the solution for GG Droideka Magna, I think. Let's pen this in. And do Qui-Gon Jinn, JK Cam. Now Qui-Gon... Yeah, Qui-Gon won't be helpful to us in the Siege of Rey. Qui-Gon could be helpful to us in a couple other places, though. Okay. Iden is 33% win rate here, so very poor. Oh. Really? Padme, Ahsoka, Mace, 54 banners here. That might be something we try. Save Qui-Gon. Alright. Really do want to stew on the Iden thing. I think Iden is going to end up being bounty hunters, which is bad. Storm, sure. Uncheck. What you got for me? Yeah. Iden, okay, so that doesn't work. Okay, that does work. That's interesting. So Iden Mirror is 71% win rate. That doesn't exactly inspire confidence. The sample sizes are very, very, very small. Stormshore. So it's just a matter of picking the right moment to dispel a tank. But then you're missing a grenade, aren't you? Well, I guess snow. Snow would be helpful. How does that work with Death Snow? If Death is the weakest, then Death would grenade off the rip. Right? And this is Dark Side Tank Revive on Iden, right? No, it's not. It's not. It's 15% turn meter, tenacity, armor, health. Okay, so the turn meter is specifically why... That turn meter is specifically why Jeski had a problem, because of the number of turns that Shore Trooper got. This Phasma team is whatever. Lots of crit damage. It's pretty nasty if it gets to do stuff. I guess we can put some effort into the not doing stuff. Veer's Dark Piet works. RJT BB8R2 would technically work, but I think there's some loop risk there. No, I don't think that works. Still have to figure this Iden thing out. Yeah, 100%, man, with Bossk. So I guess that's it. I think we're going to try and walk Rey down. This is going to be some real OG shit. Yeah, he's got a decent chance of beating me, I'd say. Okay. Bossk, Greef, Mando it is. So Rey has to be something else, and Tuskens have to be something else. Solve for Tuskens now. Originally we were thinking but not today. Not today. Bamqueel, IG-11, Wampa, Imperial Troopers may be away. GG, B1, B2. Huh. That works. Ah, Qui-Gon. There's more employment opportunity for Qui-Gon. I think with the Qui-Gon team, you would just be doing basic on Anakin's turn until they eventually just kill Qui-Gon. You'd want to be saving the AoE the whole time. Do the largest possible amount of damage. 80% win rate for Night Sisters. That's interesting. Ah, Iden. Iden does the job there. Iden does it as well. So you would have Iden, death range. Okay. Now, against his Rey, has anyone else failed against it recently and then done some kind of interesting cleanup? Somebody used Star Killer to take out. Oh, well, that's kind of an interesting way to go about that. Huh. Alright, that's fair. Yes, that's true. Qui-Gon Jinn would work well there. So if we did Padme here, Qui-Gon is the backup to that. Padme wouldn't have a need to be elsewhere. We would put a high armor cron on Padme. Padme will not help us anywhere else, so I think that is the very next fight we'll do. Last team to be solved for the moment, because I think we're just going to try and see what we can get away with. Maybe we save like Imperial Troopers, Iden, stuff like that. Try and chip at Rey. We'll have to be very creative. But then, how do we deal with Phasma? So we need a team that's not going to get locked down on Kylo Ren Unmasked. RJT, BB-8R2, Imperial Troopers do it, but Imperial Troopers would work. I don't know about all that one, man. We'll think about that. Padme, Ahsoka, JK, that's kind of cool. Another opportunity for Qui-Gon. Geos to some degree. JKR, JKL, I think is claimed. Yeah, we have to use that for dash in the back. Okay, it looks like we're getting out into the weeds from there. So Qui-Gon, JKR, RJT. RJT BB-8R2 would be the best chance at that. What happens? Lots and lots of cooldown spam, counterattacks. Counterattacks keep Kylo locked down. And then we would hand wave off his ability and then just go punk down Phasma. So I think RJT BB-8R2 is a safe bet there. Okay. Alright, I think we got our solve in for top. Let's go ahead and restart and take a quick break. You know, we've been at this a minute. But we've got a path forward, and we'll see what it, what it nets us. John Carter, Qui-Gon Jinn has been fired. He's unemployed now. He's looking for a job. He's fired from defense for the moment. I mean, if I can use him to punch up into something, I like him on defense. I fight opponents that can, like, 55, 56, 57 him, and I gotta believe I could use him better on offense, even if it's for poor banners. I mean, that can just be part of my defense to plan to be harder on defense to compensate for the dropped banners, right? That's kind of the thinking there. We'll see how it goes, though. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take that break. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Guys, gonna go get a drink, yada, yada, yada. So, see you in a minute. All right, we're coming back. Okay. Cheap seats we want to do. Sortie. All right, so that's going to be Padme. Let's give this a go. Padme, Mace. Now, we could have Ahsoka. We could also have Gideon. Let's check that again real quick. Oh, wow. Oh. That's even better. That's better still. But Mom Mothma might be helpful against Rey, so we can't do that. Oh, but boy, that's cool. Mom Mothma, Katarn, Hoth Rebel Scout apparently takes out this sortie comp. Alright. Nobody's attempted something with Gideon. That's fine. We'll just take Ahsoka. We want armor, I believe. But wait, what's the... Oh man, that dash thing's gonna be such a pain, man. Gotta go after Vandor straight out the gate. Tell me about armor. So it's this one with the health steal and the armor. This one with the very little armor. But we would want that big armor. See, the health here is much better for Padme. It is much better for Padme. Now this one is what? Ability blocks. Ability block is fine. Crit damage is fine. The offense is fine. This is, I mean, it's tough. It's going to be tough. There might be some very serious consequences out here on these streets, but we're going to try it. New hat, Darth Vader. I've been rocking this a few months. The old hat's still right behind me, but it's just it started to degrade, and I was concerned for it. Okay, this isn't where I parked my car. For the record, and you two dicks being ability blocked and all, I don't find terribly helpful. Okay. He becomes exposed every time. Yeah, that's going to be fun. I think I'm going to enjoy that. Yes, I think I am rather going to enjoy that. Ability block can happen to you. Oh yes, that is quite something, friends. Yeah, you don't need 3 stacks of translate at all. I feel like we're all happier when you don't have that. Matter of fact, every time you show yourself, I think we're going to kick the shit out of you in particular. You're going to dispel again, though. That wouldn't be very nice of you. Yeah, that's a pretty brawling hit there, friends. Doink. Doink. Ooh, close. Close don't pay the bills, but... Okay. Okay, so we're cooking. We're cooking, right? Doink. Oh, so close, man. So it's going to be max health reduction stuff. Yeah. That's nice. I really do think the answer is you die. Yeah. And then you die. Yeah. I'm sure of it. I'm sure. Boink. Okay. Okay. This one worked out just fine. Just fine. Yeah, him being perma ability blocked is kind of an irritation, but we'll just basic here. Goods. Yeah, that's a nice juicy hit as well. Cleanse. So now maybe he can do this. Yeah, that's the one we were looking for. And 54. As Swagadad GG promised, it delivered the 54 to my address. The banners are bad. Banners are bad. But the fight is good. The fight is good. The fight is noble. Alright. Bossk, Greef, Mando. The odds are good, but the goods are odd. Alright. This is good. This is damage immunity. That will do well for this team. Okay. Weakest is going to be Iden, so it's going to take a little time, but we should be okay about time. Yeah. Let's have it. Fight might be very long, though. Oof. Okay, well, that's unholy, unnatural, unappreciated. A lot of things. I gotta be real with you about that, friendo. Yeah, the healing immunity notwithstanding. We will go ahead and do the mass just for maybe some turn meter gain to your boy. You still have the healing immunity, which is just so very bad, so we're gonna do that instead. Get that off of our friend. Yep, that's not the best around. Yep, okay, so get rid of one, move on to the next. Yep. Oh, we're just doing your thing out here. I respect your hustle. Please just let me get my goddamn contract before the end of the day. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I don't feel like it's where I want to be, but somewhere. It's taking a long time. We're almost through the protection. Once they're through the protection, the jig's up, boys. Jig's up. Doink. Okay. Okay. Taunt. Heal. I don't really care what happens after that, right? Let's just do this anyway. Kill you now. Okay. I think this means that we just auto from here, but there's a chance of shenaniganry, so I don't know. We're just gonna move. Okay? We'll feel it out. 4 rounds. Okay, 4 turns. We have a lot of time, so obviously we've got that going for us. Okay. I guess that's fine to call you. Blink. Always take the turn meter now. We're not that far behind. Okay. I just don't want us to get juggled. Snipe you. Auto. Alright. We're in business. We will see fleet. I have resolved it. Very good. Alright, Phasma Kylo crew. $288. Phasma lead is lots of assists. So we'll keep that in mind. Strictly offense. So offense is a very good choice, actually. Just health. Alright, let's try our JT. Oh, we have RJT on defense. Damn, that's true. Yeah, I don't think I want to Fin-Fin-Po that then. Well, that means I would have my own sortie, I guess, but I think we can think of something a little more elegant for Phasma. I don't like Imperial Troopers, but it keeps trying to say, you can do Imperial Troopers. Because it just seems like an inherently bad idea to give the opportunity for a crew to do a 2-turn stun on somebody. That seems bad. Qui-Gon, yeah. Everything keeps coming up Qui-Gon. Man, y'all are popular today. That's good. It's real good. Looks like Qui-Gon might be the most stable thing, but don't we already have you placed, young man? Well, we do. We do. We do. Well, surely Iden can do that. I mean, Surely Iden can take on Phasma crew, but that's the thing. Do we want to use something that's significant? All right, let's solve this the other way. Let's look at what we have. So we know that dash isn't a sign, but we're really trying to save the whole kitchen sink here, right? Let's think though. L3 is on defense. If we ran dash Vandor something against Rey, it'd just be execution food. So dash would be very useful much later in the fight. We do have Fennec, but I don't really see what that is. We do have Mon Mothma, but I'm not really convinced of that. Sortie BB-8R2, so not really seeing that one. Veer's Dark Piet could work. So Phasma's AI is going to pump turn meter first. People are going to get stunned. And then what? It's a good question. It's a very fair question. Bad Batch, JKR, JKL. Maul Candy. Got Bamhan Chewie. And Ray Swolo. Man, that is wild what we got to deal with out there. Geos isn't going to work. Maybe they could. What are the stats? Oof. Yeah, this is the sort of thing where you fuck around and then you find out. If we did dash, we wouldn't have a healing immunity, and we'd end up getting jammed on crew, which would just be embarrassing. Bounty Hunters still presents stun risk. Mon Mothma could work. But only if we're lucky. 15% turn meter gain. And you're not super fast. So Phasma's the fastest at 288. There's something we can exploit about them being slow to begin with. If they don't get to go, they don't get to do anything. If they don't get to go, they don't get to do anything. What does that mean? If we do Veer's lead, Dark Piet, that's one thing. But what about Veer's Dark Gideon? No, that wouldn't work. Why don't we just use Iden here and be done with it? We admit that we wouldn't have Iden for use against Rey, but we got a whole bunch of stuff we can try against Rey, guys. And odds are we're not going to get through Rey anyway, so we have to be very real with ourselves. Very real. How is it that we want to fight this? 15% turn meter would be pretty ideal. Health and steel and potency. This one's pretty low value. I wouldn't see a lot of use for it elsewhere. And we already plan on looping the crap out of them. However, it is a very low-powered cron against a very high-powered cron. There is that end of things. This doesn't really provide any defense to speak of, though, against what they do. The extra stats really don't amount to much. This is a little more significant, but not quite enough. I'm really thinking this is probably this one or this one. Extra 5% protection won't matter if we don't have a tank. If we do take a tank, what happens? What's critical is that we have Death Trooper. If we have Death Trooper, then what? we are able to apply healing immunity. We would want range for the heal and for the added assist as the fight goes on, but we don't need range. So if that were to be the case, you guys are going to try and apply debuffs, so the tenacity would be nice. You're just going to be swiping away. What's your critical strike chance, Broham? 70%. So what you're saying is crit immunity might be nice to have against a gentleman like yourself. Where's Iden? Show me somebody who's attacked this with Iden. Really? Nobody? I guess y'all have had better uses for your Iden. That's fair. Wow. Alright. Could have swore I saw some kind of history using Iden in here. Well, you certainly wouldn't want either of these to be stunned. So we will take shore, and we'll ride it out. Fred Sion, just use Scav Ray. I see what you're about, my dude. Okay, so we would want to maybe dispel this, but then you're gonna do that. Let's just do this. Open up strong to get the step in. Okay. Then we would be dispelling, or we could save this for the purposes of dispelling, but then if we end up getting hit super hard, but what's going to hit us super hard? Nothing I'm worried about. And then we can save this for when, yeah. Yes. All this is good. Yeah. Alright, then you do that. And then you die. And then you die. In dramatic fashion. And then you don't die. Okay, we dispel you then. And then... Alright. Then we make gradual progress. Okay. Prep. Prep. You sit down. Okay. We're trying to get back around to another Iden cleanse, so we're just chilling here. Okay, we're really topping off there with that. Just brep. Stun. Brep. I guess, I don't think it'll give us, will it give us 57? Hey. I don't know if we big brained it, but we brained it. Iden Death and Shore 57. Ta-da! Alright, we are through the top and through the top clean. May not be able to clear back. Alright, what's he done to me here? What's he done to me here? How cheesy are we over here? We got Radis in this beast. We got Malevolence. And then Negotiator. My goodness. What a shameful, shameful lad. Executrix for that one. Malevolence. What's our pleasure for dealing with you, old bean? I haven't fought you in a minute. I mean... Oh. Oh. We could try that. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. It's 4 reinforcement, so... Okay, it will be Plo. Well, what do I care? Yeah, I don't think we care. Okay, so then Executrix for Malevolence, and then Radis, I guess we would just finalize her. Okay, so why don't we should restart real quick just for good luck. And then we'll knock out, how should we do this? The fleet plan isn't going to be terribly contingent about what happens on the rest of ground. So that's why I think we should do that, because we're going to end up spending the rest of our time there, I think. The alternative would be try and clear what we can on ground and then end on a triumphant note with fleet. Because I'm pretty confident we can clear that fleet defense. Alright. Man, if we can do it, we would be champions. Let's talk about it. GG Droideka Magna. Yeah. Alright, let's do this one. We know we can do this one. We prepared for it. Maximum potency, if you please. I guess this one will have to do. So, how does this work for us exactly? Why does this feel bad? Something about this feels bad. GG, Magna. Where's Droideka? Droideka with the droid. 85% with this. Why does it feel bad? Win rate. So we know that Bad Batch could be... Candy Bam. You know what? Tuskens is the safest one to do right now. Tuskens, we're going to go ahead and just do our Jedi. Because there's a couple different ways that GG thing can go. And I have to be sure I've got this optimized. Qui-Gon, JK, Cam. Okay, crit damage will be preferred. A little bit of health, I suppose. Wouldn't go awry. Potency not required. This one will do. Okay. Very little on the crit damage. Is it a tank revive Kron he's using? What, with the other team, with GG? No, it's not tank revive. I'm just worried about actually getting closed out by GG alone in the end, because I feel like I did this here last week, that Bad Batch, and I feel like it went south on me. That's what my memory is. Like, Bad Batch is such a sure thing against any GG comp you can think of in 5s, but 3s you're missing a little something. I mean, it might be better to do it with Hunter, Echo, and Wrecker instead of Hunter, Echo, Tech. I have to think about that carefully, though. And that's why we needed the time. So here we go. Let's see if I can't... let's see if we can do this one correctly, okay? Alright, quite honestly, I don't think we care. But, okay. I guess that is what it is. make a difference to me. Okay, looks like, wow, looks like they're really wanting to do it, like, right out the gate, so... Okay, you guys are almost there. Well... 54 will do. All right. Boy, it is just raid bosses all the way down. All right, now what are we really dealing with here? Crit damage and a bit of offense. First time they use their basic, they reset their cooldowns, gain 100% turn meter once per character per battle. Now, there is some merit to that. That's fair. What if we did something like this? Well, what we need, we do actually really want the JKR lead. I think that's pretty important. And then we have you. And if we don't have you, I wonder what happens to us. Now, if we do have Bastila, we would have all of the buffs. That's a big deal. Wouldn't have... Yeah, but we wouldn't have a means of controlling L3 aside from Mark, so that's no good to us. This is the one we've been saving the Armorcron for, in hopes that it would make a difference. So we go after Vandor and hope for the best. Thank God he's only Relic 7, I guess? Are we at least first? What are we dealing with here crown-wise? 358? We might be close. I don't know. 358? Okay, so he's 3. So it's a 30 speed differential. It's 10 for himself, 10 for Bastila, and 5. So 25. So I think he's actually faster. So that means he opens. We have to hope that our armor saves us. Otherwise, we've got a real problem. That's what we're doing here. That's why we're running with this big armor crown. Okay. What kind of mitigation are we actually looking at with it equipped? Real quick. 81% armor. Okay. You know what? I'm feeling it. I think we got something here. All right, boys. Get to stepping. Boys and girl, as it turns out. Okay. We got something. Up, up. Yup. Hi, how are you? Do you have a moment to hear the word of our Lord? I guess we're just gonna give you. It's a shame how that worked out. Yes, now that's true. We could basic to move around, but we already have Mark, so no real advantage there. Calling you at least with ability block. This isn't super advantageous to bother with right now, because we're about to Mark anyway. Yeah, that's right, man. Dash is not what he used to be. I'm still used to him being like super-de-duper scary, but here we are, 55. Alright, take the money and run. And that Armorcron was key to trivialize that. What was that, 54? Another 54? It's still one shot, man. If I leave one team standing and he leaves one team standing, it's not bad. It's not bad. If, you know, it's one of those if things. Alright. Now, if we do Bam Han Chewie, as I saw, Bam Han Chewie could be valuable to us against Rey. Are we certain that this is the best value that we can engage with what we've got? Maul. Candy, bam, go. Imperial Troopers, 56%. 56%. So what happens here? If we were to do Imperial Troopers, first we would want to have the 20% turn meter crown. Okay, we currently do not have one of those, so that's not going to work, I think. What's your crown again? You get the 20%, so yeah, that's this is some scary shit. When you get defeated, you gone. You gone, you gone. Okay. So, oh yeah, that's magical damn delicious. Now this is fantastic for Han right now. First time each scoundrel ally uses a basic ability on their turn. Like, for example, Han at the start of every battle. Reset their cooldowns and then gain 100% turn meter. Limit once per character per battle. So Han can do basic into middle into basic. Ta-da! Kickbam, what's going on, man? Crumb saith, I am the way, the truth, and the light. No one cometh unto victory but through me. And by wailing on Datacrons, my man has like 5 times my Datacron reroll count. He's doing the most. He is working. All right, here we go. Okay. We can't hit him because he'll just counter. Candy does so many very bad things to us. But we would like him to die. It is possible that he might. We could also hit Bam. Bam is less probable to die, I think. Bup, bup, bup. Okay. You being stunned is pretty neat. You're going to middle off of this. And you're going to do a whole bunch of shit. And then we have super interesting times in the very near future. Yeah, we didn't... Yeah, that's correct. Yes, we didn't actually counter shit. It's true. Yes, we could basic here. Okay. The possibility of great victory yet exists. So what happens here is we basic. He's just going to instantly destroy Han, man. It's a shame. It's a damn shame. Wow. We got lucky. Shit, man. Han's still gonna probably die. That's annoying. Okay, well, we can at least do this. Bonk. 2, 3, 4, 5. I have no explanation. You can explain this to someone, but not to me. Okay, yes, keep him on the lock. Lights out. Got him. Boy, that was a good one. Okay. Yet 2 remain. GG Magna. Vladica. 20%. Bonus turn on defeat. An armor shred. Bonus turn on defeat. When they defeat an enemy, they take a bonus turn. Boy, that sounds bad. That sounds bad, okay? Let us consider how this works. They take bonus turns, and then they would be in a loop of permanently killing us if we did, like, dash. Right? Dash might be very, very, very unwise. Bad Batch. Right. We had thought about that. So, it goes... If you have the full team of 5... If you had the full team of 5, what you would want to do You would want him just faster. How is he modded exactly in this moment? 262 compared to what? 248. This is potentially good. So you're going to be 1 stack of Fury for each clone trooper and each Bad Batch ally. So 2, 4, 6. When he gains stealth, whenever he takes damage, he would also gain Fury. So, okay. And then for each stealthed character, then dispel stealth. I don't even... whatever. Stealth from all enemies. Tech would have them stealth, but they won't be stealth because of this. So we would be relying on him to actually take damage here. That's the difference. Tech, you would be trying to prevent people from taking turns. Record... what is Record going to do for us? I don't think enough. So I think we take it on the chin here, and if we have to two-shot this one, we will. Let's go. All right. So, ball should go first of all. Very good then, lads. Hi. Hi. So here's the thing. Now I could trade here. You're gonna have some turns happen. Yeah, we'll take advantage of this offense. This is the moment. We try and destroy you on the cheap. Chonk, chonk. That's the one. That's how you do this fight. Fight. You're gonna still be stunned in a minute, so it's all good one way or the other. Doink. You gotta be shitting me. Die. I was about to say, you do me like that now, you're gonna have problems, you and I. That's fine. Lower you down. Get down with the get down. Trade to you, if you would kindly. Stun him again. Top us off and send it home. 57. Okay, we were careful and we got it. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Tricky, tricky. Alright. Alright. So, how does Lifeblood work? Does it go on to Darksiders at all? Target light side ally, all other light side allies. The answer is no. So that does mean that we have the opportunity to just get IPD out of the way and just have the two of these dicks right from the get. I think we concede that this is a siege. I don't think there's an elegant way to kill this in one go. Let's see what we have here, scoundrel-wise. Man, that Hondo thing earlier was so awesome. Appreciate the assist on that, Jeffsky. Really do. That was spicy. I enjoyed the hell out of that. That was very, very fun. Okay, so it would be... Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. And we don't have a tank here. Not one that revives anyway. So you would do reactive tank. You would reactive tank. There's something maybe here for that. And then you could be brought low. You'll the thing is, they have that 355% defense, right? So I think we do concede to the siege and then just go in on this IPD. Hey, Swampgrass. How's it going, man? How'd the stream go? Thank you so much for the raid. Let's give a shout out to Swampgrass420. swamp. Do. There you go, man. Share and share alike. Depressed Wampa, thank you kindly for the follow. Welcome, everyone. So how did it go over there? Let's hear all about it. Extra. Alright, and in the erstwhile, I shall be puzzling on this one. Something low cost to kill IPD has to be an effective offense, because we're still dealing with 355% defense, and yeah, we do need you to actually go die, though. So, GG? GG? Hit him with the suicide droids? Seppies? GG Droidica, and I guess Magna makes sense here for us. We don't really care, per se, what happens to the other droids. That's why GG's here, right? 25% turn meter. I feel like we should probably be very conservative with our crons. We're not really trying to land debuffs so much as we are just trying to poo-poo one dude. So I don't think we need this. This is one we're going to try and do on the cheap. Nobody going to tell me how it went for swamp grass? Nobody? Damn. Alright. Here we go. The siege beginneth. And dance. Oh my god. Okay, well, where are we at with that then? Kai. Well, this is one of those it's the thought that counts situations, I feel. We'll take the AoE. Yeah, alright. Trial 1. The Siege. The Great Siege of Rey. Okay. Trial 2. Who's our next guinea pig? We would want to save better teams for later in the fight, so we really are just trying to do it on the real cheap. Tanks are still quite nice for dealing with going after directly after the opponent. Speed would be appreciated here. Night Sisters. Both offer 30 speed, more offense from Asajj lead. Asajj is not needed. Daka Zombie. Zombie could be useful here. If we did Asajj Spirit, Asajj Spirit Zombie is a thing. It's the last team. I don't think it makes a big deal, and I don't think that Plague's going to be what saves us here, boys, so we don't need to agonize over it so much. I mean, what we are looking for, though, is for Zombie to take a couple hits for us, so let's run it. We're grinding down the very last team here, folks. It's just a Rey in the back, and then we got fleets to do, but we're pretty confident. Oh, hey! Okay. Alright, well, I mean, IPD decided to take care of himself, so to speak. The mass assist would be pretty nice here. Otherwise, we're looking at a nasty looking execute. No, correction. We're looking at the nasty looking execute regardless. Ooh! Now looky there. How do we feel about that? I mean, your turn meter's super high, but your health is low. You're gonna heal up immediately, so I don't feel all that. Okay, I see what you're about, old friend. just stall out, really. What would be ideal is... Yeah, well, that's just gonna happen then. Boink. Okay, so the good news is, we got one member of the party out. Now, they killed themselves, but I'll take it. Okay, so where are we at? How does this work for us now? What we would be trying to do is pull turns out of them, right? We would be trying to do damage to Swolo, which will be tough. It's true, it will. We need to get, what's his name, super low. We don't have a Terminator Kron or anything of that kind. We don't have the means to snipe him out. It would be really difficult to do. Very difficult to do. How? How can we proceed then? Imperial Troopers might be the way. This might be the way to apply enough damage pressure and then finish the fight in a better state a little further down the road. Offense would be nice. I'm not expecting a lot in that way. When Darkside allies use basic ability, they gain crit chance up, crit damage up, and offense up for 2 turns. Offense up would be nice. Actually, all that would be nice for all of them. Darkside tank allies defeated. None of that, none of that. So we would have turn meter here on our side. That might be of significant help. Hellsteel's trivial. So it's either the turn meter that we ride with, the extra 15%, which probably ain't nothing, or we take king size damage. Okay. Let's assume what we have to do is look at our other teams and see who else. So Dash gets what? Yeah, these guys should get this one. We're going to have to do some kind of weak, weird cron anyway with Dash. Let's go. Okay. Alright. I take your point. I do take your point, friend. Okay. So hear me out. Ability is problematic. Freely admit to the truth of this. Yeah, we're not even going to puncture the lifeblood at this rate, but yeah. We have to do this. And then you would get 2 stack, well, a stack for that. Ooh, that one was so cool, though. Okay. Well, that was the big hit there out from them. So who's next on the chopping block? Who is our next sacrificial lamb? And what is our endgame team to finish this fight? It could be Fennec, it could be Mom Mothma. They should be saved for the extreme late part of this. That being said, there's probably not a lot that we can do. Traya is not here. We do not have Geos at our call because we used GBA with that really fun Hondo counter earlier. Droids. Might be able to manipulate ourselves into a good position with droids. There's also a chance all might be lost. Let's think about what we do now. Well, without a tank here, somebody's just gonna die, like, really quick, like. Right? Yeah, I mean, I'm not really seeing that. None of these crowns are good, so let's run with none of them. see what we can do. See, that's pretty good right there, actually. Man. Right now, half TM. You're gonna basic, and then you're gonna whirlwind. Let's see what happens. Thrill me. Okay. What's the right move? Doink. Okay. So there's our save. Now you're back. Now there's that again. Yeah, so that's really just going to be the cycle. I don't know, man. It feels pretty grim. Cycle again. Again, we're below half, and now we're at a situation where she has low turn meter, not half. I think this is where we time out, guys. I think we let this time out here and try again. This will be our new stable point to take on the rest of the fight from. We might not... We only have a few more attempts left in us either way. But I'll take this couple minutes as a break, stretch my legs, and I'll be right back. Appreciate y'all for watching. I'm just going to, like, turn off the camera and let it play here for a minute while, yeah, I just take a quick break. So, BRB. All right. We're back. Camera on. Okay, so we timed out there. That's our stable point. A couple more things that we could yet try. We know that Mon Mothma would only work, I think. Mon Mothma works because people don't take turns, because we take all the turns, and they don't get any. Dash doesn't really help us. Dash won't kill immediately. I don't think he can. Mon Mothma could do something for us. But it feels like Mon Mothma should be the very last team that has a chance to go. But realistically, we only have 2 fights. It's Dash, which is crap, because it's Dash, Vandor, and I guess young Han, but that's going to be a lot less useful. As long as... So that's it. I think we have to do Mon Mothma here, and then give it a go. Mothra will scout. Potency... Protection, health, steal... Protection, health, steal. Protection, steal. Okay, crit chance, protection. I mean, I guess health, steal. Yeah, they're both meh. So we'll see. Let's do what we can. I don't think we're getting through Ray, but with what I have set for him, I'm hoping he has maybe the same problem. That's my story. Okay, so if you do this, you're just gonna kick the shit out of us. You can't be killed until she's under 50, but she is going to do that. So let's dance. Don't lose. Okay, I see you backspace. I hear. I'm picking up what you're laying down, my man. Win. These are the techniques. You have come to show me the way, to elucidate the path. I see. Brother man. Okay. That's not good. None of this is good. It would be better if we didn't all die for free, like shit. The whirlwind, he who shall be whirlwinded shall be destroyed infinitely forever. Big heal now or forever hold your peace. Yeah, man, nah, man. This ain't it. This ain't gonna do it. Yeah, no, Peter. Actually, yeah, it's disastrous to not be getting inspiration off her. But it don't think it matter, though, if I'm being honest. Ooh. Ooga chaka, ooga chaka. So, technically speaking, could be revived, but I don't think it matters. Size of the shield's so big, you're just gonna get boinked. Yeah, I think that's it, man. Because I really don't think Dash is gonna be able to take them on, so I think we leave it here. We can throw Dash into the fire. I mean, what the hell? Why not? Let's do it for fun. Young Lando, I guess, would be pretty poppin' here. He's the last of his kind. Last hard-hitting scoundrel we have. Last hitting team, man. This is it. Last attempt. Here we go. And then we go on to Fleet, and we finish on a positive note regardless. Okay. So, days would be pretty neat here. Okay. Come on. So the thing is, you can be majorly damaged. Probably better to call him, strictly speaking. Okay. It's true. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. But it's important that we try. Realistically, what will we need to beat this? Yeah. Okay. We'll see what happens. We've got quite a challenge for him to deal with there. So we'll let him deal with it in his own way. Alright, so yeah. We're done on squads. We leave one GL standing in the back. It's been a while since we... It's either we get like space jammed out of a whole zone or we full clear. So it's been a while since we left one standing, but I can live with that. One more restart for good luck. And then we'll finish these last fights. We've been on a tear this season, man. We're 6-0. I'm due to meet my maker here, man. If this is the one, I can live with it. Being in the top 5. I think this would probably drop me to like 8 or 9 if I lose this one. So we still have a chance to stay in the top 10 if we have any kind of positive performance this week. Otherwise, we're looking at being in the top 20, I think, to start the new season of 5s. Alright. Now, let's go. Fleet-wise, what did I have plotted out? We're just going to hit X on this one. We just didn't get through Ray. Okay, Negotiator is calling for Malevolence. So here's the problem. If we do... if we do Negotiator here, I'm sorry, if we do Malevolence here, it puts us at maximum disadvantage for Malevolence. So I don't want to do a Malevolence. Alright, we're looking at either Finalizer versus Negotiator, which I really don't care for, honestly. Or we're looking at Malevolence. Malevolence is going to do pretty damn well for us, if I'm careful. Negotiator would require a pull if we were trying to game it. But even then, would that work? This is standard Malevolence. Standard Malevolence, it's been a while, but I think standard Malevolence is beaten by Radis. Let's check that. Percent profundity malevolence, really? Okay, so you can do a Malevolence Mirror, 93% win rate, 64 banners. It's just that you need Ebon Hawk to do it. Okay, that is an option. I think we might prefer to do that. And I say that because this, with 5s up front, that's very strongly anti-Malevolence. You know, after the Mass Assist comes out from Negotiator, and then Anakin does his sweep, you know, 5s is probably going to basic on his first turn. He'll start the fight. But then his second turn comes around after Anakin, and he does the AoE. So between Anakin's hit, the Mass Assist from Negotiator, and then the big hit from 5s, you could lose everything. And we're not trying to do that. Alright, so Negotiator, we'd be using Executrix. That's very, very safe. And then Finalizer versus Radis. Okay, so that way we're still one-shotting everything. I'm digging that. Kickban, Crumb giveth and Crumb taketh away. Blessed be the name of Crumb. It is true. It is true. By this right, we are saved. Deus Volt. Who it is? Okay, Negotiator. I think it's Chimera that's better for this matchup. How is it that we play this one? Remind me. Yeah, I think we do run one. Oh, this is brilliant. But you would want to have... I mean, there's no reason to not do it if you were going to use Scythe. But if we're going to use Scythe, you would use Scythe with Executrix, and then you would want Vader so it's reduced cooldowns for Interceptor to come out. So, I guess we don't do this anymore with Chimera. That is old-fashioned in a world where this exists. How do we want to play this? Is my Imperial TIE faster than his 5s? Should be. Yeah, it's a Relegate TIE fighter. When you do Negotiator with GG, 5s always uses the special on Vulture. Is there something... Let's see this real quick. Is there something with TIE Fighter up front that I'm not thinking about? Remove this. Lots of straight up Geos. 90% win rate, 65 banners. Into standard. Only without using Ebonhawk, which isn't really important here. So I'm okay with that. 100% win rate. Wow, man. That is good. Oh. Tricky little ones. Okay. Well, we can come back to this. Let's do this then. This should be fun. Separatist. Yes, right. We would want Soldier to be in third. 1, 2. So this is apparently... This has a really interesting body of data behind it for this season. 77 attempts seen of this comp versus that Malevolence comp, which is just standard, right? It doesn't have Soldier on it, which I guess is whatever. Soldier could be a complicating factor. I don't know. Probably not more than Spy, though, so I can live with that. So Soldier sometimes is called out ahead of Spy. I think we could still roll with that. What if it's both? No, it is only this one. It is only this. This should be 100% win rate then. And 64 banners. It's not going to be super hot or nothing. But we should also be just fine. Probably better than Radis, I imagine. Going after this. Where you at, old girl? I remember doing Radis. It's been a long time, though, man. Countering that scene. Oh, you don't even have a search for me to search for Radis? Y'all doing me wrong. Ooh, there it is. 0%. All right, well. Oh, because I used to do it using, like, Hound's Tooth or something, I think, way back when. And fight! Do we need... Yes, we could use Ebonhawk with the Finalizer fleet. It could come in handy to have that Dispel. We don't have a Dispel of that kind any other way. We could also... No, we will not need it with Executrix. We will not need it with Executrix. So, alright, it's worth trying to run without it here. Okay, so this is one of those situations where we know that we would want to go after you first. This would get potentially offense down. That's advantageous. But it's also pretty good to have him charged up for a big hit. Let's do it this way. I have a feeling. You need to die. Yeah. Okay. No need to do the special here. We could try and make a play for you. Yeah, now we're in a position to AoE. At some distant point in the future, I think. Stun now is fine. Okay, we take our first lumps. Yes. Hyena Bomber will be very durable here. Spy enters the fray. We lose Sunfac. We wish you well, old friend. You did good things for a long time. Okay. Oof. Ah, yeah, so they did get the mark on Spy there. Well, that's okay. I don't think the fight would have a dependency on that. Basic isn't really advantageous to hit the Spy right now. Third would be pretty slick. Yes, it does hide the Spy, but whatever. Probably should have hit him then. Would have been technically more damage. Yeah, this is getting something. I can't help but notice that we aren't really taking what the experts would refer to as turns. Okay, so we go for the blind now. This is it. We finish the job. And now we're looking for only the chance to put 3 bombs. Okay, where's the real deal? They're all summons. So what's the least toxic thing for me to do to myself here? It would be probably just to not kill one. Or if you have to kill one that has 4 stacks of overcharge like that. Yeah, that ain't right. But that's still a dub. A dub by any name is a dub. And true to form, 64 banners. Okay, so when they say 100%, like you got it like formulaically done there. But holy shit. Okay, next on deck. Executrix. Yeah, let's take a look at this negotiator comp. I just want to be very careful. We have, obviously, you probably figured out now, I have double meta negotiator on defense, so our man's got work to do, but you know, it's doable and everything. Where's my man Fives? Okay, so Chimera is still seeing the lion's share of the action. I can see that. Okay. Wow. Is that so? Well, let's see. Chimera is still getting a lot. 92% win rate. Okay. Chimera 93% win rate. Dash and then that's interesting. 16 attempts, 65 banners. Sort banners. Show me. Double meta is at the top. Here, we'll let you guys see as well. Put the camera on. Y'all can see my ugly mug now. Okay. It is 3, right? He has 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So it's Plo, Ahsoka, Rex, I think. Could be Sarge, but Sarge wouldn't stand up to us regardless. Okay, this isn't working. This isn't working. Sorting by banners, isn't it? Scene count's going to be the way. So, a lot of Chimera seen, but I was expecting more Executrix. Alright, 66 banners for this one. 68. 68. TIE Fighter up front seems to be strong. Palpatine up front makes a lot of sense. But then you wouldn't have the opportunity to pull out a head that you would with TIE Fighter up there. This is terrible. I would not do this. Let's look at these then. Sort banners. 71. 2. This intuitively kind of makes sense. Wow. And boy, was that super clean and efficient. Look at that, man. It is a long stream. We're jammed up on Rey in the back. I gotta be honest, I think Rey might have always been a stretch, given what we've said. So, we'll see. That's all I can really say for now. Yeah. Starkiller would have been able to get through it, I guess. Yeah. Alright. Well, we'll have to live with our choices, and we'll see if we can't give them the Space Jam. That's the plan out here. Okay. 71, huh? With Gauntlet. That is so neat. 70.3. How does that go? Well, okay, that's why... Okay, this one is because it was Sarge. So we have to assume... Let us assume that it's not Boo Boo. We just checked off Umbaran, Ahsoka, Plo, and Rex, not Sarge. No Sarge, just these three. Yeah. Aha! So we do see that Scythe has a role to play. And we will do that. We will do that. Mimicry is the order of the day. 1... Actually, I'd prefer to have you covered. 2... No, it isn't you, right? Is it you? Yeah, it was you. It was both of you. Huh. Okay. Well, I can see why, because we would still end up bringing out, like, well, we would first dispel them. That's pretty neat. Kind of works. I really like that. Okay, so we'll do these three, and then we'll have this to do with something, if we need. This should be fun. Here we go. Yeah, TJ, last couple fights, but he went light on fleet, so, man, it's, glad I put the big bear down for him. That's all I can really say. Ow. It's not nice. You're not nice. That's not nice. Stop that now, damn it. You better not kill Scythe before we get to do all this cool shit. So here's the fun part. If I do this and dispel them here, I don't get to have all my cool stuff, right? They are going to get dispelled by you. So let's read into that real quick. Dispel all buffs on all enemies. I mean, it worked. You cannot be healed right now by this means. So if we call in you, we lose you here. So we would have to... I mean, it has to be Interceptor, because we would want you to die at the appointed time. And now we go like this. And now we go like this. Good night. Alright, now we still have that heal on time. They could be burning. Who's next? It should be Plo Koon for them. It's basic. Ahsoka. Almost better. Almost. 50% health and protection. Sounds like kind of my dig. Let's do that then. Boink. Yes, heal. Oh man, this is... I mean, this is way overpowering, this enemy fleet, but yeah. Do it work. That there's a good one. That there's a good one. Alright. Saving him the last dance, man. Okay, so now this is with Rey and everything. I'll also do my quick lookup on this one. 1, 2, 3. That's correct. Now, if you had to do Finalizer, which I know is in this list somewhere, you would do it like that. 97% win rate. With that opener, all of that makes sense. Okay. Just confirmed my expectation. 2, 3, 4, 5. You and who? Who else? No, that's it. 3 and 3. This makes sense. We've got the goods. We do the mark onto Poe so that he burns a turn, not getting turn meter from his third. And then we ride. Okay, so, you. Alright. We just basic here. Okay. It would be ideal to sap the turn meter from him. Yes. Push you out. Yes, that's good. Okay. Now they do have the big cleanse that they can still do, so that's never welcome, always a problem. We don't have advantage. Now we do. Alright. First order of business would be first order. That's a funny right there. Alright, we would want special forces. More control. Better. Ooh, this is gonna be nuts. Okay. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, now you're gonna stealth. Okay, that's fine. We got rid of the tank before this stealth went out. Otherwise, it was about to be the super jank. Okay, so Hellsteel there is helpful to our cause. We did do the big hit. So, yes. Okay. Basic here is pretty good. It's just more damage. Helps the cause. Okay. Alright, there's the heal, which is, again, expected. Now there is the matter of evasion up, but we gotta try. Okay, that's good. Okay. This is the ship we really want to kill. It would be ideal to push out the leader to the rest. Now, we wish you well, Special Forces. You done good. You done good. You done good. I'm mad at you. Alright, here we go. This one's a good move. We'll just... how's our turn meter situation looking? We'll do this. Yes. Excellent. Number 2. Okay, so if we strip that off of you, you're very likely to die. That's a big one. Yeah, that ain't good, though. Well, we can at least give ourselves chaff while we take that off. And then basic for the kill. Good one. Okay, 68. Alright, 68, 64, 71. It's one-shots. It's not stellar, super stellar banners, but hopefully he'll fare no better. Alright, so the very best we're putting up here today is a 1669, and if he doesn't really get the jam, man, we'll see what happens. Alright, so this was also a really long stream, right? How long have I been at this? 3.5 hours. Guys, this was a hell of a fight. I'm going to be real brief about this recap. Okay, against Gasrex 5s, that was Maul Candy Bow for 55. C-Sav Talon, so that took a while to get through, but in the we tried Lord Vader Thrawn Royal. That was the principal counter for that, and it failed. We ended up using... what was it, actually? We chipped away Savage with something, and then we killed C Solo with Wampa. It was just absolutely just a horrific mess. I want to say it was like a total of 25 banners, so yeah. Against Malgus, Starkiller, and Gas, that was a real highlight for the evening. Old Ben, Hondo, and GBA killed him himself. That was really just fabulous. No, we 55 that. Where is this? It's 50 here, 55. Oh, yeah, this was just 50... I want to say it was 51, something like that. 51, 50 with Hondo, but that was just fabulous. Old Ben, Hondo, GBA, courtesy of Jesky. That was a really slick counter. DRBSF Malak. So, again, we tried to do Grand Inquisitor here, and what I found is I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I'm open to the possibility that I'm still misplaying the fight, but I thought we were pretty careful. The first time we did it, we had no idea what we were doing. We made a pretty bad blunder by using GI's Dispel move on his first turn instead of Torture, which meant that we ended up getting stuck for a while, being shocked and not able to do anything about that. So we saved that, so we wisely had it to Dispel, and then they just kind of laughed us anyway and got the shock back out pretty quick. And then they just worked us down. So I think I wouldn't recommend that. I don't think I like that counter. Maybe it's only against certain flavors of Darth Revan on defense that's good against or reliable against, but I'm not wowed. That being said, though, Afra is really good against this. Afra BT1 000 absolutely works this over, whether or not it's... well, in my case, I have the no revive cron, so yeah, tank revive doesn't matter. And then, of course, Jabba, Crescent, and Boushh. We went with Slacker, Watt, and Armor. I had them both available, and so we made use of them. I want to say it was Wampa in the end. There. All right, so in the back here, yeah, man, we got jammed up here on Rey. With what it costs to get through the front, it was always going to be a gamble. We were able to take one banner off it in the fact that there's an IPD, but, the good news is that he cannot use Starkiller himself to fight my Rey that is up front. So, again, man, we're really hoping that we've got him caught out. If we've got him caught out with this very, very different defense for me, I'm hoping we got him jammed, man. All right, against GG Magna Droidica, we used Hunt, Bad Batch, Echo, and Tech, so our old Bad Batch. Have to be a little careful in how you handle it because of this Droidica cron. It's a 20% turn meter, so he comes swinging right out the gate, rolled, and we had to be sure that at the appointed time, we had not done enough damage to GG to have forced him to mark one of his sides, because when that happens, you probably lost the fight. Because what we were able to do is we used Hunter's middle, got ourselves buffed up, then we were able to target GG, use Echo to call Hunter, and we just pop GG. Just like that. The sides were controlled, and then we just knocked him down. But that's the key to using Bad Batch there. Maul, Bam, and Canderous. This was interesting, but Bam, Han, Chewie handled business for 56 banners. So I was expecting a worse outcome, and it was maybe a little concerning for a couple moments. But, man, that Maul AI is just garbage at dealing with who has like healing immunity or damage immunity. Like, he'll just blow like 3 charges of his 5 push on damage immunity. It just blows your mind. All right, Dash, L3, Vandor. We used JKR, JKL, Bastila for 54. Against Maul, Candy, Bam. Yeah, we already covered that. Against Tuskens, at the bottom here, we used Qui-Gon, JK, and Cam for 54. It is pretty fortunate that I kept them. Kept Qui-Gon, because I had already used Wampa, which was my designated counter for this. And yeah, better to get jammed up on one team than 2. So, yes, but grats to Ray, because, man, we threw a whole bunch of teams against it. You can go back and watch, but we didn't really do anything. I mean, IPD blew himself up on one, and that was it. So it's like, it's a freebie banner, but that's it. All right, up top, Nute Jango B1 took out Qui-Gon Jinn, JK Cam for 55 banners. Against Phasma, Kylo, and crew, we used Iden, Death, and Shore for 57. Against Iden, Storm, and Shore, we used Bossk, Greef, and Mando for 57. Man, that was something, man. You gotta have like some kind of armor involved here to protect your bounty hunters, because we almost got it a couple of times. It was not good. I would not recommend the experience. All right, Sortie, Chupio, C-3PO. That was fun. Padme, Ahsoka, Mace, 54 banners. Yeesh. All right, EP, MaraJ, Darth Vader. This was a fun one. Hux First Order TIE Pilot, and Fox. No need for Red Trooper. 54 banners. Again, not 57. You know, okay, fine. That's fair. But, yeah, I don't know. I think you would have hit 54'd it if you had Red Trooper too. Okay, and yeah, Fleet, where you just saw us wrap up. So we had, we had a Raddus Fleet, took it out with Finalizer for 68. For Malevolence, we mirrored that with the Geonosian ships up front, brought in Hyena Bomber and then Vulture Droid as reinforcements. 64 banners. Apparently, this composition has a 100% win rate against that Malevolence, but only for 64 banners. So, the alternative was to use Malevolence against Negotiator, and when you have 5s up front the way they did, that's very strongly anti-Malevolence. So I really tried to avoid that. I don't really care for mirror matches, but that was certainly preferred given the options. And then, of course, last but not least, with Negotiator, we took that out with Executrix for 71. So that's it, guys. Goda's going to attack overnight, so I can't really say what's going to happen here, but here's hoping, man. We got something good. All right, so let's go ahead and drop the links and get ready to raid you guys out. Check out my YouTube for previous episodes of the show if you want to keep up with me, my shenanigans, and all my announcements. Get on my Discord. That is where I will update tomorrow about the status of this match, so that's where you'll want to catch me. And also, if you're interested in supporting the stream or getting with me for, any kind of your GAC-related needs, you got to check out my Patreon, man. We got something for everybody there. Let's go and do the Patreon. Patreon.com/Tassinix. I am currently in the top 5. Who knows how long I'll stay? It's a limited availability run. But yeah, I've been as high as rank 3, and I've gotten there through a combination of blood, sweat, tears, picking the minds of my betters, and just plain dumb luck sometimes. It can happen to anyone, even to me. But yeah, I have a lot I'm very happy to share with my supporters. And also, we do have a relationship with OmegaBot. For all of my Patreon tiers, $10 a month or above, you can support your favorite streamer here. And also have the Patreon level access to OmegaBot, which allows you to run that very detailed GAC scouting report that, for me, really helps break down an information on whole seasons or just a week or 2 weeks, whatever I really want. But it breaks it down into such a digestible, understandable visual format. And what it allows me at a very quick, high level to do is to identify the trends of my opponents. And that's much more helpful to me when I'm trying to get a read of an opponent than just a mere reading of Swugga.gg could give. So, I mean, it's a super powerful tool. Check that out. All right, merch. You got the mug, the t-shirt, and the hoodie for certain tiers of Patreon. The hoodie is especially warm and luxurious this time of year. I do recommend it. And we do have to thank the patrons themselves, the fantastic people that enable me to do what I do and keep up with the madness as I experience it. Let's go ahead and cover the couple folks that are not on this slide because I am an animal and I deserve to be hit with eggs. Darth QPPMG, Ray's Malgus, and JJ's Productions Twitch. Thank you all so kindly. Man, I have like... Yes, I just got a couple funny DMs. That's very funny. Man. All right, well, anyway, let's also thank, here on VIP Access, we have White Wolf, Sam Vimes, Jobin4527, Sweens14, Lego Calrissian 2187, Deadpool Cow 28, Johnny Batawa, Sir Boss, and Trevor Boy Gaming. Ryan bumped up to VIP Access Plus to take advantage of that aforementioned OmegaBot deal. So appreciate your support there. Eric Rose and Absolution, prior supporters here of the stream. Absolution has just quit the game here. And Eric Rose has moved up into my guild, and I think he's, picked my brain pretty good. And just, he's got a lot under his belt now, and he's doing very well. Very glad for him. All right, and let's do our special thanks here to Yoda Force here in Maw Vanguard. Appreciate all your support, man. Glad to have you back active with the team. To Mrs. T, my darling wife, love you, appreciate you. And, thank you for keeping the little one out of my hair tonight when I'm trying to do stuff. So, really appreciate that. It has been really helpful because I know she's quite rambunctious tonight. All right, to Dagger, my right-hand man here, admin on my stream, really helps out in my community, is also himself a generous supporter of your boy in his own right, so I really appreciate him. And, of course, Nomad's Reaper, the one, the only. This is the madman who will drop in every once in a while and just gift out, 60, 80, 100 subs on the community in one go. Just an absolute beast with it. Really appreciate the extraordinarily generous support, man. Means a lot. All right, let's move back on over to the main scene and get you guys ready to raid out. Let's see who's running, who's rocking, who's rolling. Oh, well, we've been raiding into Zareth a bunch, and Zareth's got 150 viewers. Gom's only got 43. We got to give what little love we have left to give to Gom. So we still got a few of you hanging on here to the bitter end. Thank you all so much for watching, because it has been quite a struggle, so really appreciate that. All right, let's get you guys ready to raid into Gom. All right, Operation Metaverse. Start raid. Okay, guys, I'll be back here on Friday night between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern to start. Here's hoping we'll hang on. Until then, it's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. Take care.
My Mothma versus Grievous, duh. Yeah, duh.